We are back. Shout out to Storey, Mike Storey, for the great hot take segment you just watched 10 minutes ago. If you missed that one, go tune back in after we draft some best ball because he came in super spicy. I talked some shit about him not being spicy enough on the previous episode of quarterbacks and running backs. He came in with this wide receiver and tight end hot take segment and just blew my hair back, what little hair I have left, especially with the last one where he threw me a loop. He gave me an audible and really surprised me. I'm going to wait for everyone to get in here. Drop me a comment if you're going to draft with us. Give me a thumbs up, whatever. Let me know you're going to draft with us, and we'll do a countdown. We're going to do a mini Schnauzer, too. This tournament dropped today, and it's already like 60% full. The mini Schnauzer 1 dropped on Wednesday, and that filled in one day. This is a 37,000 people, and we're already at 56% full. So Ryan's in here. He's drafting. That was some good stuff by Storey, as always. Storey is amazing. So Michael's going to draft. Sean's going to draft. We got Quaid in here. All right, sweet. We're going to try to do a countdown. I'm going to give my guys, specifically Derek. We got Montana in here. What's up, Montana? Give everybody a chance to join in. Guys, we need 30 likes, though. 30 likes, $10 in supers, a Patreon member, or 5 subs, 10 subs, whatever I put in there, to do a second draft. Max is going to do one. We're just about to hit the 120 hours live. Just live, not prepping for the show, not any of that shit, in July. That is 4 hours a night on average. So we crushed it. This is the last night of July. Super proud of everyone for watching, all my co-hosts, myself. That's a grind in the off season. Fucking loved every minute of it, though. So let's do a countdown. We have Derek in here. It's going to be a lot of people. We'll see if we get in together. I think we should do the clock thing. So it's 12:52. I'm going to give it an extra minute. Once it gets to 53, we're gonna all log in and we're going to all join this tournament at 12:54. So about a minute and a half. So once it turns to 53, we will wait for it to turn 12:54. Your time zone might be different than mine. We're in Central Time. 12:54, we're going to join. So a little bit over a minute. We're going to try to line this up as best we can. This is going to be a hot tournament. There's not many options here, but I want to get a couple of these in before it fills. And if we only do one draft tonight in the stream, guess what? I will draft a couple laying in bed when I'm touching myself, which is always gonna be a good time. So, all right, well, but little less than 1 minute, guys. It's 12:53 again. 12:54. Hit that enter. Make sure you hit 20 seconds fast draft, not the slow draft. Anyway, how's everyone doing on a Friday? I know I saw a lot of you on the stream before. Appreciate you guys tuning back in for this one. We already have 14 likes in this video. Let's fucking go. If we just get up to 30, guess what? We don't even need super chats because we're gonna do another one anyway. So we should get to 30. Subs are awesome too. 10 subs. We get 10 subs in this video. That's going to do it as well. So let's keep an eye on the clock, guys. Probably 20 or 30 seconds, maybe less. When it hits 12:54, we're going to join. I'm going to say it, but you're a little delayed for me since this is a live stream. When you see 12:54, there it is. Join it up. All right, hopefully everyone got in. I saw it was only halfway full when I joined, and I joined a little later. Mouth is in here, Montana, Jay, Sean, Max, Shamrock, Derek. All right, I got the 5th pick again. Dude, if you remember, we did 3 drafts. The Schnauzer 1, we did 3 drafts. We got the 5th pick in all 3 2 nights ago. My 4th Schnauzer, at least I've done the live streams, that is fucking 4 straight. Five hole. I don't hate the 5 hole. So we're cool with it. We're cool with it. If I don't recognize your name and you're in here, let me know what pick you have so I can talk about your team a little bit. Would be much appreciated. I heard there were some issues with the new. Have you guys seen the new Underdog mobile thing? Mike's at 1. Mike Smith. All right, I see you, Mr. Smith. Hey, where's Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Pretty bad movie, but I love it because Brad Pitt's in it and Angelina Jolie. Looks great in that movie. Yeah, I don't like the new Underdog thing. It looks. Why do I always said this with Madden. Madden always would take features away year by year. Like, why are they changing what we loved? Fucking don't like this thing. Max has 7. All right. Let's get some dudes in the queue. Take CMC at 5. Gives us a pretty flexible option there if the running backs are all dry. Usually the running backs can all be gone by pick 20. Shamrock with the JSN selection at 6. Michael says, I have to log into my burner to add a sub. Hey, man, would be much appreciated. We're up over 3,000 subs. If you guys didn't catch the show on Monday night was the 5-year anniversary of the first show. We did the show 4 years prior to the live streams. That very night, we hit 3,000 subs. Very ironic, very poetic, and pretty awesome. So, yeah, we're growing. The goal is 10,000 subs by the start of next season. And I got some stuff in the works with a social media guy. It's hard to pay money when I'm not making much money, but the point is it's all about the longevity of the show. I just want to keep this going and every chance to succeed so I can really, obviously the last 11 months I've been on here every single night. This is my life. This is my career. It's, it's going to be slow going. I understand it. It's a lot of competition out there. So appreciate everyone choosing to watch this show. And all the OGs, Derek, Mouth, Montana is becoming that dude. Patreon guys. Love you, Montana. And everyone else. Max. Got to shout out Max. Probably K-Space. We got to hit one of the goals. We just cracked 120 hours this month. So we just did a 2-hour and 20-minute show. This would probably be at least a 3-hour night. But we need 16 more likes. We need 10 Super Chat dollars. We need 10 subs. 9 more subs now because we got 1. Or a Patreon sign up. Someone want to join the community, boom, we'll hop in another one. I'll stay on here as long as we keep on hitting goals. Tomorrow night, we're drafting as well, at least 2 teams. We are up in 1 pick. Let's see what we have on the board. All the running backs are gone. That is why I like taking CMC at that spot. And A.J. Brown is gone. Man, so it is Brock Bowers. Let's take Drake London. I don't take a lot of London. We'll take London. I hate the new app. I don't know what they did, man. I don't get that comment. You streaming earlier? Yeah, we did 2 hours and 20 minutes with Storey, hot take episode. Again, guys, if you missed that show, go back and just get to the hot take segment. It's like 50 minutes of the 2-hour and 20-minute video. Pretty good stuff. Storey came in really hot. Obviously, every time Storey's in the show, it's going to be a great episode. That's what my dad always says. Must watch TV. JT. Well, A-Chain there is good value, man. You got him as the last of the running backs, right? Like, we like that for sure. And, yeah, I usually take A-Chain over A.J. Brown. We're going to take Zay Flowers here. Yeah, I don't like the new addition to this app, the changes they made. This sucks. Hopefully they change it back or something. All right, and we're off, boys. First 3 rounds, a lot of people in here. We will definitely do draft grades either way. Even if we only do 1 draft tonight, I will give you guys all draft grades. Usually I only do it for community members, but certain nights I'll do it for everyone. I'm feeling pretty goddamn good tonight. We made it through July, and August is probably the most fun month we have. Draft season, anticipation, real tangible shit that we've been talking about a lot of stuff the last few months. A lot of hypotheticals, a lot of what ifs. Still a lot of fun, but this is when it gets really, really fun. Can't wait. Cosby's a clown. Love that clip. All right. Montana with Josh Allen at pick 36. We have Mouth with Genty, Brown, Higgins. We have not heard from Mouth in the chat. What's up, Mouth? If you're listening to us, I don't know if you're just drafting remote or something. Say what's up to us. Say hello. Shout out to Mouth last night. Great performance. He stood out the entire 4 hours. We did 4 hours last night. And also shout out to Keith. Keith, the big shooter. Was awesome last night as well. Came a little late, but guess what? He's such a goat. He came in late, dropped a $20 super while he was on the show. because that was a fan night show. Again, we have a lot of fan night shows here. We like to have fans, people in the community on the show as guests. So he was awesome. He was awesome. He knows his shit. Ricky Beavers, Texans defense, the best option in that category. 100%. They're the one defense I would not reach on. I'm not into reaching on defenses. But, yeah, man, we have two good options here. We'll take Tet McMillan here. Guy that was on my hot take segment. Let's go. Rams defense definitely is elite now. But the Texans defense was elite last year. They got even better this year. The best pass rush in the biz. Derek Stingley. Everything about that defense is just awesome. You also get to play Daniel Jones, which, I have some hope for the Colts offense. They're going to turn the ball over. Schedule's not very tough. Definitely digging the Texans defense. I won't draft them because people always reach on them in like the 11th round. I'll take my defense. If one of the good ones fall that I like to schedule early season, I will take them like the third to last round. But I stream defenses, so there's no need for me to do that. All right, I'm going to give another like to this video, try to get the numbers up so we can draft again. Let's see here. Also, vote for the poll. I put a poll in there, guys. We'll read the poll at the end of the show to see who won. The running back poll I posted. Ooh, I am up. I should probably make a pick here. And it's going to be... Take Lamar. At ADP, I'm fine with Lamar. I have Zay Flowers. Makes a lot of sense. Going to go with a hero running back situation here. It's not like a puppy big tournament, but it's decent sized enough to kind of go a little aggressive at running back. That is the deciding factor, Ricky. I agree, man. Like, they're running it back, and they added Reed Blankenship, like a nice, savvy, smart player on top of it all. They have a bunch of smart players on defense. So that is one of my worries with a guy like Nico Collins, right? And we were talking about this in the stream earlier of like the Bowers situation and where you're comfortable taking Bowers. I think straight up in PPR, Brock Bowers can outscore Nico Collins. I think it's almost likely. And they play different positions. So I'm taking Brock Bowers over Nico. I love Nico Collins, but the passing game volume, you add in Jaden Higgins, you have Tank Dell coming back, which might open up the field for Nico Collins. Collins seems like a safe floor play. I still want Collins over Pickens. I still want Collins over Devonta Smith. I still want Collins over Olave. But, I just want Brock Bowers over those guys. And I'm becoming a Bowers dude, and I just know I could figure it out later at wide receiver or running back. And I would just choose, definitely, if you take Bowers, it's really tough to take one of the elite quarterbacks, even in the 6th round if they fall. That is one disadvantage to doing it. But I am so cool with quarterbacks 10 through 16 this year that I'm going to be happy if I get Baker Mayfield, dude. Like, I think I'm fine with that. I could wait till like round 13 and grab Baker, pair him up with Malik Willis in a 4 for a passing touchdown league, and feel pretty good about quarterback. And I have a big difference maker and a big advantage at tight ends. I still stack my team with running backs and wide receivers. So we'll see. Sean has 4 running backs already, which I don't have any, which I don't love. We definitely can't take a quarterback here. We already have one. So we're in a rough spot here. Man, I don't take a lot of this guy. Let's take Jordan Tyson after ADP. Not a big fan of this pick. Not a big fan of I love the player. Just injury questions, how durable is he going to be? Second option. Not the biggest shuck guy. We were talking about it. It's the Kubiak thing, man. He's going to be this year's JSN, and he's a better player at his position than JSN, and he's the most versatile tight end we've seen in a long, long while. Baker is going to play it out. Baker, Team Money says, think Baker will sign an extension. No, he feels slighted. Baker's that dude that's going to risk it and just prove him wrong and then get the payday. What's up, Peasy? What's up, Mouth? What's going on, fellas? Yuck. This running back situation is yucky. We have 92 and 101. All right. They're going to play a lot of 12 personnel this year. Michael Mayer will be in line. Oof. We're going to just take Stevenson here. Don't love this pick either, but it was that or Alec Pierce. I have quite a bit of Alec Pierce in my life already. Still allows me to go running back the next 2 picks and then have a solid 4. If I skip on Stevenson here, now I'm really behind the 8 ball. And if running backs go off the board, which, a lot of these teams to my right do have 2, 3, and one guy has 4, I put myself in a precarious situation. And again, if this was a puppy, a giant tournament or best ball mania, I would push running back farther because I'm going for ultimate upside. This team has decent, this league and this tournament has decent advancement rates. So I'm fine with Stevenson there as a 2, a nice floor play with CMC as my 1. There goes Pierce and Lemon. It'll have an effect for sure, but you also have a healthy Bucky Irving coming back. You brought in Kenneth Gainwell, who is one of the most elite pass-catching running backs in the league. And, McMillan's a fine 3. Godwin should be healthy. Ted Hurst is a field-stretching, dynamic rookie. So, yeah, the Mike Evans thing does hurt. I think specifically in the red zone, that's going to be the biggest issue without having Mike Evans because that was just a cheat code. Mike Evans for years, just throw him a back shoulder fade. Now that's not there. I get that, but it's one of these things where this could be not addition by subtraction, but Baker can just play point guard. We saw this with Josh Allen when Diggs left. Baker can just play, throw to the open man. Not that Mike Evans was demanding targets, right, or being a bitch about it. Just giving the ball to the open player, and there's a lot of guys that will be open in this offense. And let's see who's available here. No one of note. Damn, Blake Corum goes off the board, so we're going to take Kyle Monungai. Really wanted Corum. Nice pick from Shamrock. What's going on, Shamrock? Drafter at 7 is cooking. That is Max. Max is cooking here. Jalen Hurts at pick 66. Lemon, Brooks, Tate. Love Ibuka, McLaurin, and Tate. Mostly Ibuka and McLaurin. But I like the start there. Pretty good start there for my boy Max. Max is kind of new to best ball. I think you are, right? You definitely joined us later in the season in terms of we've been drafting these fuckers since like March. But your teams have gotten slowly more impressive, my dude. Yeah, early on you had some issues with builds, and I feel like now your builds are really nice, and that's the big key to best ball is builds, upside, stuff like that. Man, we would have taken Michael Wilson there. We're gonna go with Kenny Gainwell. Now we're a little light at wide receiver, but we made this running back room work. We have McCaffrey, Stevenson, Monungai, and Gainwell. London, Zay Flowers, Tet McMillan's our 3, and Jordan Tyson. We have Lamar Jackson paired up with Zay Flowers. We're going to go with a late tight end strategy here and just pair up 3 of them. We could try to get Mark Andrews. That would be nice. Not a big deal if we don't. And we'll just make this a 8 receiver team, 3 tight ends, probably just a 5 running back team now. Wonder if someone's going to draft Ricky Pearsall. All right, got the queue set. What's everyone's thoughts on the new, if you're drafting with your phone, the new Underdog update? There's definitely been some glitches. I think they fixed those earlier in the day. I did a draft and I got booted a couple times. Like it just shut down on me and I had to reload it up. Luckily I set my queue. I don't like the look of it. I don't like how it runs. It is disappointing. Come on, Underdog. Come on. I don't think they'll go back, like big companies don't like to admit they make mistakes. So going back would be admitting a mistake, which It's probably smart because you want to make people happy and you want people to use your products. Like, you know, if I said something really stupid or super offensive, I say a lot of offensive stuff, but something that was like really evil, I would apologize to you guys and say I was wrong and I apologize. Like, and not like an insincere apology, but something, because I don't want to be an idiot and they're being stupid. I haven't heard anyone say they like this new update. We got an escalator kid in here. Who is it? Mostly us in this draft. Man, we are really thin at wide receiver now. I don't like these options at all. I really don't like these options. We're going to take Jackson Dart pretty late. It's probably too much at quarterback with Lamar Jackson and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, 18 picks after ADP. Gives us an option for Isaiah Likely. We still have Mark Andrews on the board, who is going to be the pick the next round if he stays on the board. I don't see a reason anyone should pick him. Chase, the guy at 4, has 2 tight ends. Derek has 1. Everyone has 1 but Michael Smith. And Kelsey's on the board for him, so he should take Kelsey with Mahomes. That makes a lot of sense. He could double up with Andrews, but we'll see. No big deal if he doesn't. We have Likely available as well right after him. We're going to prefer Mark Andrews. Again, Jackson Dart can definitely be drafted unstacked. His most of his value, not most, but a lot of his value is on the ground and for rushing touchdowns and rushing yards. So we're not too worried about not stacking. We could take Mooney late or something like that. Don't love doing that either, but we want to make this a Lamar team. We want to make this a Ravens squad with Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews. We're right at ADP for Mark Andrews, 125. His ADP is 125.9. That worked out swimmingly. So we have not taken a receiver in a while. We started receiver heavy with London, Flowers, McMillan, and Tyson. We're definitely falling behind at wide receiver, but I feel really good about the quarterback room with Jackson Dart and Lamar Jackson. Feel pretty good about the tight end room now with Andrews. I'll take 3 on this team. And then running back room, Stevenson, Monungai, Gainwell, and Christian McCaffrey. We do have Monungai and Gainwell with week 10 buys, but the other 2 guys are not. We're going to have at least 2 running backs. We'll take a 5th guy here, maybe even with the next pick. I should probably wait, though, at this point for a high upside handcuff type player, because I think I have some pretty steady eddies here in Gainwell and Monungai. I mean, I would say the Bucs are the favorite. I mean, Vegas has the Bucs as a favorite in that division, and the Falcons are potentially the most talented team. But the Panthers won the division last year, and the Saints have, second-year coach Kellen Moore, who was super impressive last year. Tyler Shuck definitely showed out towards the end of the year, drafting Jordan Tyson. This offense should be really good. My concern with the Saints is this defense is not impressive. It's not dynamic. I don't like the scheme. There's a lot of issues there in New Orleans at defense, but that's good for fantasy, right? We want to invest in some players in the Saints. With ETN's fall, his ADP fall, I don't really understand it. It was happening before the Kamara signing. Thank you, Shiva. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's okay. If I can land the plane at wide receiver, and I'm gonna have volume. I'm gonna have 8 of them. So, and I should be able to have some running back flex appeal on this team. Quarterback's gonna be really strong with Dart and Lamar in this format. So let's just see what's available coming back, and it's not a lot of good stuff. Not at all. Don't love it. I like Caden Ellis. He is a reliable player, right? A coach's pet. Not Devin Lloyd, though, right? Like, if this defense brought in Devin Lloyd, now we're fucking talking. That's a difference maker. Man, wide receivers just fucking flew off the board here, man. Got to pick somebody. There goes Hunter. That would have been a nice option for us. If we can get Isaiah Likely, yeah. Not a David Boston guy, but Debo and Stribling. Yeah, I would probably take Stribling for some upside. Dude, if we can get Isaiah Likely here, I think that Shamrock might take him. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. We just got Isaiah Likely way late to now we can almost make this a 2 tight end room if we really want to because we're pushing wide receiver so much. I am fine with going aggressive with Andrews and Likely at tight ends because I was going to be fine taking Likely at this Andrews spot right here because I wanted the correlation and they were going back to back in ADP. And I didn't like the wide receiver option, so I should get someone to fall back. We're pretty much done at quarterback. We can be done at tight end if we choose to. Running back, we just need one body there. It doesn't have to be a great player. It could be even a Braylon Allen in the last round. Nothing wild there. And we're good. So take some quarterbacks. We want people to take quarterbacks. There goes Stribling. That makes a lot of sense. I'm a big Adonai Mitchell fan, Shiva. Big Adonai Mitchell fan. I feel like he should be going a lot closer to, the wide receiver 48, for instance, than he does. And we're going to let's take Trey Tucker on this squad. Might be a little bit of a reach, but I like the early season potential with Trey Tucker. There's a chance that Jack Bash carves out a role. Jalen Naylor's going to be on the field a lot, but Trey Tucker is the one guy that stretches the field in this team. I'm not worried about Dante Thornton at all. So we'll take Trey Tucker for some weekly upside. Again, that's the first wide receiver we had taken since Jordan Tyson. London, Flowers, McMillan, and Tyson, but the rest of our team is looking really good right now. And again, we could take 9 receivers in the squad. We might have to if I don't get the players I like, or I have to go take a running back here with the next pick. Yeah, Adonai Mitchell goes wide receiver 70. That is a sin. Like, he is this, at least start the year, the wide receiver 2 there. And I am not, too bullish on Sadiq's, season long, at least early season outlook. And Rashad Bateman's an option too. Considering I already have 2 stacks, I don't really want to stack Lamar 3 times. Jared Goff, I will stack. I will do 3 stacks with Tesla, Laporta, and JMO or something. I'm not into stacking a scrambling quarterback per se. I feel like that's almost limiting your upside a bit. No way, dude. Mahomes Fields team in the finals, and then you just got stomped on. Is that all you had at quarterback, or did you have a third guy? That's pretty wild stuff, dude. Very wild stuff. We'll take Trey Harris. Should be the number 3 there on the Chargers. Damn, bro. That's impressive. I'm guessing you had JSN. I'm guessing you had Pickens. Or you had either JSN or McBride. You probably had Pickens and Olave. You probably had Javonte Williams on that team. That's the only way with those players carrying your team. So, just see who we have here. 11 by, let's see. All right. Man. Oh, Dylan Sampson. Nice pick, dude. Smith knows his shit. Smith knows his shit with the Sampson pick. Great pick, man.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Guys, 12 more likes. 12 more likes on this video, and we do another draft. We're going to do draft grades after this. We have some time. Still 10 more subs. We didn't get one yet. 10 more subs. That's probably not happening. 10 super chat dollars or someone joining the community. If you join the community, join the Patreon, get you in the Discord, all the awesome perks. That'll get us another draft. Also, you're supporting me, getting all the awesome stuff we offer. Access to me literally 24/7 for all of your fantasy needs. Not just me, all the co-hosts, all the guys in the community that know fucking ball. If we get Adonai Mitchell here, Let's get it, man. These are I like these 3 dart throws, guys that operate in terms of Tucker and Mitchell down the field. Boomer bust guys is what we want in best ball for our 5, 6, and 7. Now we have flexibility to go with only an 8 receiver team. We can go with a 3rd tight end. We're going to have to go with a 5th running back. We're not going 3rd quarterback for sure. We have Lamar and Dart stacked up with both of them, double stack with Lamar. Team's working out swimmingly. Ricky Pearsall is still on the board. There's a point where I would take Ricky Pearsall potentially with the last round. If I get the opportunity in this, if this was a puppy, for sure, I would take Ricky Pearsall without the news coming out yet. What if he only misses, the preseason? What if he only misses 4 weeks in the regular season? Definitely would be a good pick. Now, Ricky Pearsall coming back from that injury, he won't be the same player this year if he comes back. That is for damn sure. All right, digging the squad so far. Do you have Trey Harris, Michael? You don't have Herbert though, right? So there you go. I took your guy you wanted. You took my guy I wanted. Fair enough. If you did have Herbert, I would have apologized, but there is just no way I can look and see who all you guys have. There's just a lot going on. So if someone makes it apparent to me in the chat, I will try my best. I don't like sniping people. There's a lot of other players. If I'm taking an unstacked player, there's always 3 options, right? Unless it's TJ Hawkinson. In that case, I might take him. Mouth had an epic Hawkinson snipe on me last night. I'll say that's the second time he's done it. It's fine. You know what? I have a 37% exposure to Hawkinson, so it was because I had Kyler. If I don't have Kyler, it's not a snipe, right? It's not really a snipe if you don't have the correlation. Especially if a guy's after ADP, that's not a snipe, right? If it's like 10 picks ahead of ADP, definitely a snipe. We're going to go with Mr. Terrence Ferguson. Makes our tight end room pretty strong. Likely Ferguson and Andrews. We have 2 picks left, so it's going to be a 2-5-8-3 build, which makes a lot of sense for this team. Pretty balanced all around. Pretty happy with the squad. KC Chargers week 17. See, Michael knows his shit. He's going next level stuff. Appreciate that kind of thing. I more look into that in the bigger tournaments than I do a smaller tournament like this, 37,000 people. I know it does matter. All those things matter, but I mostly just take my guys and try to get fair values and good ADP values and try to diversify a little bit. That is where the ultimate upside is at, though, my dude, Michael. So appreciate the comments, dude. And cheers on a Friday night. The last night, well, currently now it is August 1st, technically, because it's after midnight. But the last night of July, what a great July it's been, gentlemen. A lot of generous donations, a lot of new Patreon members. Again, 120 hours live this month. And all the co-hosts that stepped up coming on as guests, all the fans that came on as guests, and then I sat in for all 120 hours. That's not counting prep. I don't have anyone doing any of that stuff for me. I don't have a media guy. I do have Blake making the thumbnails, but I don't have anyone doing any of the stuff for me. It's a one-man show in terms of the production you're seeing, which actually it's a pretty shitty production, so shouldn't be bragging about that. Do we have a guy we like late? Man, I think I'm going to take Mike Washington. Give me the upside shot with Mike Washington. I really want to take Darnell Mooney, but again, Dart's my quarterback 2. I already have Likely. I'm not in the business of double stacking a scrambling quarterback at my quarterback 2. That's overstacking. Yes, it could work out. Not going to do that. If Mooney falls back the next round, then hell yes. But the running backs really fall off after Mike Washington. That fits my team pretty well. We have CMC, Stevenson, Monungai, Gainwell, and then Mike Washington. So still a little thin at running back. CMC, if he stays healthy, is totally fine with this. This running back room's totally fine with these guys. Gainwell's a nice floor. Another guy's going to score some touchdowns and upside if either Swift or Hendy gets hurt of being an actual one. Last pick here. We got to figure out some type of upside shots. Nope, not going to take him. Do we have Tet on this team? We do have Tet on this team. Okay. So we can't take him. What are we looking at here? God, it gets gross. Bernard. There's a lot of stacks for Lamar Jackson, but I already have 2. Not going down that rabbit hole. Super grody right now. We got 2 guys in the queue. Not loving either of them, but 11 more likes. 11 more likes. We're doing draft grades after this, though, gentlemen. So we have some time. We'll pop in another draft. If not, you'll probably be in a lobby with me after this because I'm going to do a couple more solo. But it's been a long month. Again, I will stand here as long as possible. You know, I'm typically a 4 or 5 hour a night guy. We're approaching 3 hours in the night because the previous stream. Someone took my Bernard. Bernard's been falling. I think there hasn't been a lot of buzz about Bernard. There was a nice viral video that went about him just running routes. That was awesome. But yeah, Underdog's having some glitchy stuff going on, man, for sure. There goes Leggett. That's a nice pick from Max with the Brazel news. I was about to cue him, but I already have Tet McMillan, so I didn't have that option. Didn't want to take 2 Panthers unstacked receivers. But we'll take Tolbert there. A guy I know is going to be on the field quite a bit, at least early in the year. Hopefully he holds a job. We'll see. I could have made an argument I could have taken Chris Bell. I don't know why they're going to rush him back. All right. Let's get this phone on charge. And let's do some draft grades, gentlemen. It's so nice to be able to grade a normal tournament. We've been doing weekly winners and eliminators, and like grading those teams is just, we don't know what the hell. Like I have a specific strategy in both those, but I think pays off. But other than that, grading those teams in those tournaments is just wild. It is just wild to do. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to start from the top. We're going to start with Michael Smith's team. And what we do letter grades A through F here. And we're trying to take away like total biases towards players. Obviously, there's some players we can't do that. We hate and love. But we'll go on build, we'll go on what makes sense, ADP value, things like that for a tournament, stacks. We'll do the letter grades A through F. And then it's tough to run the gauntlet. Michael Smith has to run the gauntlet. And we're going to choose who's the best team. And we just go with, obviously, the first team. Michael Smith's going to have the lead in the clubhouse. We'll go to the next team in order, and we'll see who has the best team. We all vote on that in the chat. Let's go to Michael's team here. Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, and Fernando Mendoza. Really nice value on Mendoza. 18 picks after ADP. We have Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Bashal Tootin, Aaron Jones, and Dylan Sampson. Sexy, sexy running back room there. I love the Aaron Jones and Jeremiah Love pairing. If there's the issue with Jeremiah Love might be the first 5 weeks. That's probably all you're going to get from Aaron Jones. But you know what? He's going to fill in for you when you need him. Bashal Tootin, another questionable guy early in the season. We'll see how that works. But I love the upside of both those guys. Dylan Sampson is one of my most owned running backs. And I love Judkins as well. But in this format, the cost for Dylan Sampson is just free. Pickens, Adams, Harrison, Xavier Worthy, Stribling, Pat Bryant, Keenan Allen, Kelsey, Bretton Strange, Dalton Schultz. When you take 3 tight ends, I want to get 3 of the top 30. I think it cuts off right around 30. The last guy is typically Pat Freiermuth at like 29, Terrence Ferguson. After that, you get into the tier of, you know, Colby Parkinson, Evan Ingram, like uncertainties. And there's some upside there for sure. But this is a good tight end room. Running back room is great. Quarterback room might be too much with Mendoza. I know there's some correlation there with that week 17 thing, but I'm a Marv believer. Pick 73. I love that pick. I'm a Worthy guy this year as well, but the wide receiver room is a little weak. That's my only gripe with this team, but pretty aggressive team and pretty good build. I think wide receiver, if Keenan Allen does not sign, this team might be in a little bit of trouble at wide receiver. You would only have 6 guys then. But Stribling should be a reliable option. Pat Bryant, I do like. Injury concerns there. And, what is his role going to be? I think he should be their slot receiver, but we'll see. Pretty good team. I'm going to go solid B on the squad because the correlation, it's thought out, everything about it. Again, Keenan Allen, if Keenan Allen signs, it's B+. If Keenan Allen doesn't sign, it's a C+ to B- potentially. So it's an upside shot for sure. I like this team. Give your grade in the chat, guys. And then we will, Mouse says B. And this is obviously the leader in the clubhouse for best team, the team we like the most. I guess we'd say the team we like the most. That's how we're going to phrase it. Not the best team because that is very subjective. Next team here is Go Horns in here. Let me know if you're in here. I'm going to go to Derek's squad next, and we'll go back. Again, usually this is just for community members. Tonight, I'm going to give you guys all a grade. I have 23% on Lamb. I got to add Pickens down there. Yeah, for sure. I have no issues with the Pickens pick. Not a big fan of him in redraft, but in best ball, he's going to have some blow-up weeks. This is half PPR. Definitely like him more in half PPR. Derek's squad, Justin Herbert and Sam Darnold at quarterback. This is, by the way, this is Chris Kyle, the American sniper. We call him Derek. That's him. He's the man. We have David Montgomery, Quinshot Judkins, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez, and Braylon Allen. Again, quarterback is Herbert and Sam Darnold. Possibly a little light, but I like this running back room. Pretty balanced there with Rodriguez as a 4 and Braylon Allen. Might be a little light because you don't have a true number 1. Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, Devonta Smith, Quentin Johnson, Michael Wilson as your 5. Tesla, Tank Dell, Torrey Horton. George Kittle, Aronde Gasson, and TJ Hawkinson. This is, my only issue is quarterback could be a little light, but Herbert plays some injuries and Sam Darnold rarely gets hurt. So they should be available all year. No buy issues there. Don't love not having a true number 1, but I think that Judkins could be a number 1 and David Montgomery is about as safe as it gets. Warren is a nice little steady pacer for you at 3. Rodriguez is going to have some touchdowns. Braylon Allen, this is for what it is, a pretty solid little running back room. The receiver room is what I love. Michael Wilson is a 5. Then upside shots on Tesla, Dell, and Horton. This is a really good team. I'm going to go B+ in this team. And because it's Derek, I should say B- because I got to grade you harder than everyone else because you're the fucking GOAT. I think the Michael's team has a little bit more upside in terms of the stuff he's talking about, the correlation if he makes it there. This team has a better chance to advance than that team. So I'm going to put this one in the league. Michael's a very good team. I like this team a lot. My concern is running back room a little bit, but I think Braylon Allen will still score some touchdowns. I like this team. Again, when someone passes you up or we like this team better, give us a reason why we should like your team more. And also you can grade your own teams, right? I'm not going to grade my own team. You guys can do that. Did I miss? Let me know. If Go Horns is in here, come back and let me know. We'll go back to your team. Same with you, Chase. Let's go to my squad here and see if I can take down Derek's squad. Again, I'm not going to grade my own team. You guys grade it for me. Lamar Jackson and Jackson Dart. We got Jackson Dart 16 picks after ADP. Usually would definitely wait for like the Bryce Young tier to take my second quarterback with Lamar because I'm going all in on Lamar staying healthy if I'm drafting him. McCaffrey, Stevenson, Monungai, Gainwell, and Mike Washington at running back. We have Drake London, Zay Flowers, Tet McMillan as a 3. That's super nice. Jordan Tyson, Trey Tucker, Trey Harris, Adonai Mitchell, and Jalen Tolbert with Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Terrence Ferguson. So we have a double stack with Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, and Mark Andrews. We have a single stack with Jackson Dart. I'm cool with that. With Isaiah Likely. Pretty good value on Likely. 10 picks after ADP. Dig that. The biggest question, I suppose, is not really having a real running back, too. I think Stevenson, Monungai, and Gainwell kind of softened that blow. And then I don't like Tyson. I'm not a big Tyson dude. I don't have a lot of exposure in Tyson. He was 5 picks after ADP. I figured, why the hell not? I did like the stretch of Tucker, Harris, and Adonai Mitchell. The question is not really having a pure running back, too, that I trust, and then the back-end wide receivers. I think the build's pretty good. Do you guys like this team more than Derek's? We have B, Mouse says B, Shamrock says B, Bandit says B. It's stacked properly. It doesn't quite pop as much as you might think. I mean, Lamar Jackson could definitely make this team pop. Is this enough to take down Derek, or does Derek still have it? Yeah, the Dart Likely thing was definitely crazy value on both those guys. 25 picks of ADP value combined on those guys. And wasn't something I was really going for, but not really a biggest fan of Likely this year. But again, every player at a certain cost, we're going to dig. So you guys let me know if this team advances, or is it Derek and Rob tied? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We'll see what someone else says, and we're going to keep on moving on here. Shamrock Squad, what's going on? Just for Shamrock, I got this, his favorite person in the world. Shout out Helen Hunt. This is for you, my dude. He loves Helen Hunt. We all love Helen Hunt. Looking beautiful today. Beautiful, beautiful. By the way, Shamrock, check your email, my dude. You got to get in the Discord. You got a free month coming in the community via Sean. Sean bought you a free month because he's such a great guy. Shout out Sean, newest member of the Patreon in the community. And also just shout out Sean for buying that month. And you got it, man. You got the prize there, buddy. Let's get to Shamrock Squad. I think we agreed that me and Derek's team tied. Is that right? I get the edge because I'm hosting the show and I was doing other things, so it's harder. I'm kidding. Here we go. Shamrock, Drake May, and Tyler Shuck at quarterback. Travis Etienne, Bucky Irving, Chuba Hubbard, Blake Corum, Pacheco, and Tank Bigsby. JSN, AJ Brown, Chris Olave, Michael Pittman, Wandale Robinson, Antonio Williams, and Rashad Bateman with Ferguson, Freiermuth, and Gesicki. I don't love the Gesicki pick unstacked because Eric All's getting a lot of fucking hype. You know what I mean? Like, just a lot of hype. So it's fine. I think you could have rolled with just Ferguson and Freiermuth. That's probably a little light, so I get why you did that. I wish you had Terrence Ferguson on this team. I wish you had, Pat Freiermuth. You have Pat Freiermuth. Okay, so Ferguson or, Greg Dulcich, something like that to make this 3-10 room, but it's okay. Maybe a little heavy at running back, Tank Bigsby. We have Mouth gifting a membership to our boy Shamrock. Shamrock is now a member. What was that tier you got, Mouth? Let me know what that tier is for Shamrock. Shamrock's getting all the gifts. He's got a Patreon, 1 month Patreon membership, and now a YouTube thing. So for this month, guys, you're in. You are in. So Shamrock, you got to get yourself. Again, I have no way to get your email. You have to. I emailed you. So check it out and join. I gave you the link in there for the Discord. So I do like this team. I think Bigsby was unnecessary with this team. I would have stopped it at Pacheco. And I think that I don't love the tight end room. So yeah, he's in. So he is in. Appreciate you. And just for that, you know what? Mouth just got us another draft because we didn't meet the goal of 10. That is fine. We're gonna do another draft because Mouth's the GOAT. Again, guys, check out Downtown Sports. Links in the description, or go to YouTube, Downtown Sports. That is Mouth's program. So he's a great guy, knows his shit, knows how to draft best ball, and just he's a pro. This is a B- for me, Shamrock. I think Tank Bigsby was unnecessary, possibly C+. I do like the floor plays of Pittman and Wandale, but the tight end room I'm not enamored with. I know there's some stack. You don't even have Dak Prescott. So I don't love the stacks here. Just a little bit too much at running back for me. I would have ended up Pacheco. Good team, though. Really good value on Travis Etienne. It seems to happen a lot in these drafts. Miles says C. Derek says B-. Let's go to Max's squad here, who was cooking early on. Let's see how he finished it off. Jalen Hurts, CJ Stroud at quarterback. That's a little weak with Stroud as your 2, but good value on him. If Hurts blows up, this is fine. JT, Devin A-Chain, Jonathan Brooks, Alvin Kamara, Kaelon Black. Abuka, Terry McLaurin, Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, Concepcion, Jaden Higgins, Keyshawn Boutte, and Xavier Legette with Kyle Pitts, Chick Okonkwo, and Greg Dulcich. I might have just rolled with Pitts and Okonkwo, but I do like Greg Dulcich. So tight end is very, very solid here for you. And we're looking at tight end room. I do like the shots on rookies. 1, 2, 3 rookies with Boutte, a second-year player, Legette, a third-year player. Love Abuka and McLaurin. It's a good team. I like the start better than the finish. I don't love the back end of the running back room. I think Jonathan Brooks is still – I picked 90. Still a question mark there. And then the second quarterback. I'm going to go C to C+ in this team, Max. It was a great start. You don't really have the correlation. Again, this is not a puppy. We don't have to overstack this tournament. But it's an okay team. It's just not as much upside as would have liked with the start you had. We're going to go to Sean's squad. We have Trevor Lawrence and Jared Goff. Marion Hampton, Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, Travion Henderson, and Ray Davis. I might have stopped it. No, you couldn't stop it at Henderson because you have 3 guys with week 11 bye. That's why you take Ray Davis. So you're going to have an issue week 11. Doesn't matter. This running back room is bonkers. Nice value on all of your running backs after ADP. Dig that. Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, more than enough, man. We have St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Alec Pierce, Shakir, Debo at pick 137. That seems pretty fair as your 5. Flournoy, Wicks, Ted Hurst, Harold Fannin, Juwan Johnson, Michael Mayer. Man, I love this squad. I don't love the 3 week 11 buys. Big fucking deal, though. I love this squad. Quarterback room is enough. Running back room is super great. A lot of upside. Even love the Ray Davis pick. We have, Pierce is a 3. Don't love that. Shakir is a safety net. Debo's going to definitely be better early in the season than late in the season with his age to kind of cover up for Alec Pierce. And then Flournoy, Wicks, Hurst. I like this team a lot. I'm going to put this right in the same category as me and Derek's team. You guys agree? B to B plus in this team? Possibly B plus. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? He said, let's do a mini, bro. Can you explain a mini? Is it the mini? This is the mini schnauzer. That's what we're doing. That's what you're saying. This is a mini schnauzer. We only do sit and goes when we have 1 million people in here and there's no new tournaments. We're not doing eliminators that often. B range, that's fair. Is this up to snuff with me and Derek's team, or is this just a little bit lower? I do like this team quite a bit. I think it's up. I'm going to hit at tie. I almost like this team more than mine. It's a great team from Sean. It's a great team from Sean. Let's go to Jay's squad here. Caleb and Kyler Murray. Reset on the quarterbacks a little bit. Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Jordan Mason, Keaton Mitchell, Algier, and Sean Tucker. 8 running backs here. 8 receivers. Yeah, we got you, Anthony. We're going to hop in this. We got to finish a couple more grades, though, my dude. Justin Jefferson, Luther Burden, Jamison Williams, Josh Downs, Jalen Coker, McMillan, Darnell Mooney, and Cyrus Allen. Tucker, Kraft, and Gunnar Helm. So tight end's a little thin, but this is one of the better teams I've seen Jay draft, man. I like the quarterback. The quarterback's fine at 2. Sean Tucker was fine for your 6 running back. Jordan Mason's going to score some touchdowns. Upside with Keaton Mitchell. Algier's going to fall into the end zone. And then I like the stretch of JMO, 7 picks after ADP, to getting Josh Downs, Coker, like Josh Downs and Coker with McMillan. This stretch right here, I dig this stretch. I dig this stretch right here. This is a good team, man. Jay, this is one of the better teams I've seen you draft. Build-wise, awesome. The only gripe I would have is maybe a little light at tight end, but that's fine. Tucker Kraft should be your guy most weeks. A lot of people like Gunnar Helm. A good team, man. This is right up there. This is the B to B plus range, and this team makes a lot of sense. Cyrus Allen, you took your shot. Not I don't hate that pick. It's a really good team. Really good team. I'm gonna go solid B on this team from Jay. We got the mouth of the South here. Oh, 4 quarterbacks: Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, and Aaron Rodgers. Mouth, I need you to explain yourself. Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield, you got to end it there, my dude. This needs to be a 2-quarterback team. Genty, Chase Brown, RJ Harvey, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet. Really do like this running back room quite a bit. Rashad White is a 4, and that's really good. I picked Surratt. Well, yeah, but what about the 4th quarterback? So Daniel Jones is too much, man. Daniel Jones is too much in this team, but I guess we'll get into it a little bit. T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Chris Godwin, Jacoby Myers, Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley, Tyquan Thornton with Tyler Warren and Kate Otten. So if we take the auto draft away of Aaron Rodgers, it would have been Surratt, which you definitely needed. You only have a 4-5-7-2 build. Somehow with the 4 quarterbacks, I don't hate this team. Like, this should have only been a 2-quarterback team, though. Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. Mouth, I got to tell you, I understand you want to take stacks. Stacking a 3rd quarterback is literally pointless. Because if your 3rd quarterback is in your lineup typically in the playoffs, like that, what does that show you? That means Joe Burrow's hurt, right? Like, so I just don't see that Baker and Joe Burrow are more than enough. Do we all agree? Like Aaron Rodgers, okay, is an auto pick. I understand that. Daniel Jones should not be on this team. It was nice value. I understand that. For ultimate upside, you have to stack your team at other positions. I think the running back room is probably enough, but this receiver room, man, is a little rough. Yeah, Michael, we got it. But my thing is, I don't know. We have to get to week 17, and I do like playing for that as well. But I'm going to try to get to week 17 as much as I can, and then we'll go from there. If you build a good enough team, yeah, you probably won't win without all the crazy correlation. This is. I got to go C on this team. C to C minus. I got to the auto draft happen. Yes. But even the Daniel Jones pick, I'm not on board with. Not on board with stacking. Do you have stacks with Baker Mayfield? You have Chris Godwin. You have Kate Otten. 2 stacks with that quarterback. Joe Burrow. You have Chase Brown and T. Higgins. 2 stacks there. But that's just too much stacking because, think about it, man. Like, there's no way all 3 quarterbacks are going to hit your lineup. Stack a lot with your first quarterback. Stack a little with your second quarterback. And then if you take a third guy, it could be unstacked. And I think it's too much with Joe Burrow. If this was like, let's call it Jackson Dart as your first quarterback or, Jared Goff and Baker, then Daniel Jones makes a little sense. I just think it's too much. Joe Burrow should only be a 2 quarterback build. If he's not enough, then you're not advancing anyway because Joe Burrow needs to light the world on fire in the 5th round. Last team here. We have Montana. What's up, Montana? Josh Allen and Malik Willis. That's how you do it, man. When you have Josh Allen, it should not be 3 quarterbacks, and it definitely should not be an early second quarterback. I took Jackson Dart with Lamar, and Lamar is not Josh Allen for 1 and for 2. The value was too strong there, but 133 for Willis. I love that. I love this combination. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Rico Dowdle, Jonah Coleman, Emmett Johnson. So after Rico, it's some questions for sure. But I do like the first 3. Ladd McConkey, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Cortland Sutton, Matthew Golden, Shaheed, Malik Washington, Keon Coleman, with Kincaid, Sadiq, and Colby Parkinson. I see why you took 3. I wish you had a safer tight end 2 with Dalton Kincaid, who has major knee issues every year. But, the stacks are good with Coleman, with Kincaid, with DJ Moore. It might be overstacked with Josh Allen because his value comes with his legs a lot. But Malik Washington, dude, this is a pretty good team. The running back room scares me, but Adunze, Cortland Sutton, Golden, Shaheed is your 6. This is right up there, man. This is right up there. If this tight end room pans out, if Kincaid stays healthy, it'll buy you time. I believe Mouse has meniscus issues for Kincaid. I do have a guy for that. And let's see what he says.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Appreciate that, Big Ray. Appreciate that, dude. This is right up there, man. One of the better teams we've seen. Makes a lot of sense. I love the stretch of Sutton, Golden, Shaheed. That's best ball right there, dude. That is solid. So we're gonna go with a solid B on this squad. And who do we have for the winner? Nice team, Montana. Montana's a goat, man. He knows his shit. He rarely gets bad grades. The builds are always really nice, and I tend to definitely grade the builds the most because I don't want to get too biased on which players I like and hate. And as long as there's some stacking with proper builds, that's kind of how I'm gonna go. Mal thinks I won. Me and Derek had really good teams. I think Michael had a really good team. I think that almost everyone had really good, pretty good teams. Sean had a really good team. I think I might go Sean. I like Sean's team a lot. I love this team, man. So I'm going to vote for Sean. I'm also not going to vote for myself. That's kind of cheesy. And my team was okay. All right. Miles wants to win this one. He's got shit to prove. All right. A lot of good teams. Very savvy draft, man. You know what's nice thing is that we all stayed in our lane. There wasn't a lot of reaching. There wasn't a lot of sniping. That's what we want on this program. So I'm going to count you guys down. We're going to go 151. It's 149 right now. We'll give it a minute and a half. Once it hits 150, we'll have a good gauge of how long it's going to be. We are joining the same tournament, the Mini Schnauzer. Let's look at the payout structure here. So it is, what is the advancement? So 310 final. So it's $60 to get in the final, which isn't a great return. But if you can get 50th place, it's $300. Again, we want to go for more upside. I get that. So it is not 150 yet. So 151, we're going to join this up, guys. Probably no draft grades on this one. We will, if you're in the community, we can post your team after this to the Discord, and then we will talk about it after we are off the stream, as we always do. You guys are always super active in there. So about 40 seconds or so, guys. 151. When it hits 151 or whatever time zone you're in, 51, we're gonna hop in this draft. Make sure it's 20 seconds per pick. This draft is filling up fast, my dudes. Very, very fast. It's at 56% already. It opened today. That is wild. So keep your eye on the prize here in the clock. 151. We be hopping in. Might be some underflow, might be some overflow. We will see. 151. I am waiting. It should be in about 10 seconds is my guess. So see if my gauge of time is probably better than my dog's. 150, 150. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on, 151. Couple seconds. Hop in there. Play with us. Play with me. I like that. I love that. Congrats on the win, Jonathan. Jonathan won his race. 151. Join it up. Jonathan won his race. There might have been some underflow there. I hope we didn't get underflow. I think I joined pretty goddamn fast. See, I tend to go more aggressive in a puppy. You know what I mean? Like, if I just build enough great teams, I'm fine with just cashing out $80 and $120 in a lot of these tournaments. I really am down with doing that. So to each their own, man. Again, I'm a redraft guy. I've done 400 best balls a year since they started doing best ball. I play 40 redrafts a year. Well, in the 30s typically. This year's going to be 40. That is my level of expertise that I can offer. So did everyone get in without me? Was I in the overflow? I was like the first one in here. So let me know who got in that one. Okay, well, you guys are all in with mouth, so unfortunately, he could share all your teams to the Discord, but you won't be in there to like see our conversation about them, which we can always. Sean's in both. Sean is. I got the 5th pick again, guys. This is our 5th on the stream, our 5th Schnauzer we've done the last 2 nights that they've had the Schnauzer. We've had the 5th pick 5 fucking times. Unbelievable. Space Cowboy. You got in the other draft, K-Space. You're in with all the other dudes, so it's pretty broken up here. That's a shame. I must have joined just a tad. You guys are all quick. I must have joined just a tad too late. It's going to happen from time to time, guys. God, the 5th pick. I can't go CMC. I can't do it. I have to mix it up. Hopefully someone takes CMC. Damn, man. Who is Go Horns? He's been in both these with us. Go Horns, can you Oh, you're at 7. Okay, I thought you said you're in oh, you're in 2 of them. Okay, I see. K-Space is at 7. What's going on, K-Space? Space Cowboy. Love it. Fancy Dog back again. What's going on, brother? Again, this is the fifth Schnauzer we've done on stream since they had the one not 2 days ago. And this one, I've had the 5th pick in all of them. That is, what are the odds of that, man? Like, do the math. It's something in like 1 to 500,000 range. But you know what? It's okay. We got to really hope to get Puka. If not, I'm going to have to take JSN. I got to diversify a little bit on this tournament. Maybe this guy takes JSN and gives me a gift. Most likely not going to happen. God, one more. 6 out of 6 would be insane. Would be absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't like doing this, but let's... You know what? Let's go with something a little... I'm just going to go traditional. I was going to go a little different here. We'll just take JSN. We'll build a team from the back. Target some Sam Darnold. Target some of that shit. All right. How many guys are in the other draft? Mouth, let me know how many names you recognize from that last draft.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you.
So
because,
good.
you know, we're worried about that. That would be great. Plus, you know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
My back is also located on my cock. All right. So I see we got K-Space in here. We have Sean in here. We have Derek in here. Of course, he got in mine. I think that's all I recognize. Horns, he's been in both, man. Horns, you've been in both. I don't know who you are, No big deal if you don't want to talk in the chat. Just wondering. I'm guessing you're tuning in. Odds are 1.25 million, dude, for me to have 5 straight number 5 picks, which has happened. It was over the course of 2 days, but in the first Schnauzer and then this one, 5 for 5. Wild, wild stuff. Wild stuff, man. DC boy in our draft just took JJ at 4. I wish that happened for me so I can get Puka at 5, but it's all good. Genty at Hampton on the turn. Horn sniped me in the last draft. He is in between us. He's right next to you again, my dude. That's not good, Derek. You know what? You are the American sniper, Chris Kyle, so you should be sniping other people. One and both. Yeah, see, that's better. Although one, I don't love coming back, the 2-3 turn, and you could always diversify and take one of each, right? You could take a share of Gibbs, you could share of Bijan. We just took Drake London in the last draft, so we're going to go with either Derrick Henry or A.J. Brown. This guy's probably going to take A.J. Brown. No, he takes Derrick Henry, so we'll take A.J. Brown. 2-11 buys. Don't love that start. It's not very high, Michael. I definitely like JSN more in redraft because it's a safety. I don't like him in best ball this year. It's probably 6 to 7%, I would say, because I do pass on him a decent amount. I'm willing to take JT there. I'm willing to take McCaffrey there. I've taken McCaffrey a lot at 5, and it was also paired with the Pearsall news. I do want to bump McCaffrey up a little bit for that. I take a St. Brown there. Sometimes Puka falls there. So, yeah, it's a little underexposed, but I'm fine with that. JSN is not going to repeat. I just don't think so. I'm also really big into Shaheed and Horton, and I want to draft those guys. We got to mix this squad up here. I cannot take Zay Flowers again because I've had Zay Flowers quite a bit from this spot here. Hopefully this dude takes Zay Flowers, so I don't have to. I'm not going to anyway. Got sniped on Henry. I'm probably going to get sniped on Love right here. I really don't want to take Trey McBride. He takes Love. Well, fabulous, fabulous stuff here. Oh, all right. We're going to take, I guess we're going to take Ibuka. Again, trying to get more Ibuka in my life. I don't like this value whatsoever. Michael's 1%. Pick 8 or higher. Lamb over JSN. I dig that one. I'm pretty risk adverse early on. I know best ball is different than redraft, but don't like giving up too much ADP right there. And I'll just take, I think JSN is still going to be a top 6 receiver. You know what I mean? There's some stability. Also, JSN, the injury risk is really low with JSN. Like, doesn't take hard hits. It's Antonio Brown level shit, right? Where he just plays. Brown got his head knocked in a bunch of times, but yeah, that was my debate, was to take CD and then take Pickens and make it a Dak team, like in a really aggressive Dak team. Because Dak is a guy you do want to double stack with high-end guys, even triple stack Dak, because he's not running these days. I also tend to play best ball a little more conservative than most. I fund my whole operation. I don't have a deal with these sites. And I have $6 to $8 in redraft every year. That is really where I make my money. So if I could make my money back in best ball, maybe win a couple grand or even $700, I usually have about $2,000 in best ball. I'm happy with that because I just love doing them. It's great practice. You get so in tune with when redraft comes. Again, I play 40 redraft. I'm going to play 40 this year. It's automatic when I'm drafting. I know exactly where guys are going, where guys were going, whose values, how certain builds can work out, as well as love drafting with you guys. So where I try to make my hay and make some moves is in the later rounds. And I have pretty good luck with hitting on late guys. The key to some of these drafts is your 16th, 17th, 18th round picks. A lot of guys take flyers. There's some chance to hit really big on those players. Someone took Terry McLaurin already? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. There goes Hendy. Hendy off the board. All right, some solid options here at wide receiver. Also, Travis Etienne on the board. I'd consider taking Etienne over Tet McMillan. Usually I wouldn't do that, but Ladd McConkey is here. Again, don't draft a lot of Ladd. Don't draft a lot of Ibuka. We will definitely take Ladd at pick 44. Definitely love Ladd in full PPR. Definitely love Ladd in redraft more. I don't think his spike week potential is quite as high as some of these other guys. You know, like what is Ladd McConkey's true touchdown upside this year? You could tell me 8 or 9. You could maybe sell me on 10. It ain't higher than that. So, but as a wide receiver 4, we got to make this running back room work. We don't have to worry about stacking anyone. We could consider taking Drake May in the 6th round. Definitely a smash for me because I am like 5% on Ladd. I am taking Garrett Wilson over him. I am taking McLaurin over him. I am taking Tet McMillan over him. So I'm just fading Ladd in general this year. I like Trey Harris a lot. I think Quentin Johnson's definitely undervalued. In redraft, Quentin Johnson's ADP is even lower than best ball. He's definitely more of a best ball guy. A lot of 5-point games from Quentin Johnson in his future, but also a lot of 2-touchdown games, which is what we're kind of searching for. Michael, how many redrafts do you play, man? Are you more of a best ball guy? Oh, 2. You just don't like the weekly stuff. You just prefer the best ball, set it and forget it kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, with the volume I do a best ball, most people be like, "You're a best ball guy." Like, I am nothing close to a best ball guy. I am definitely a big redraft player, dynasty redraft. I like doing gauntlet leagues. Yeah, I use it. It's my. I mean, even when I was working at the golf course for 19 years at the country club, it's my winter income, and I need to rely on the fantasy income. And redraft is much more predictive. I can have injuries and still come back. I typically double up every year, which isn't giant money, right? It's put $7,000 in, take home 13 or 14 total, 7 profit. That's what I need. And the upside in redraft is hard. Like if you win half your leagues, you're still only going like 250 to 300% of your buy-in. Probably more than that, but you can't win half your leagues. People that tell you they do, if you could win 4 out of 8. If you play 40 leagues, like winning 20 is just probably not going to happen. Last year, I made the playoffs in 32 of my 36 leagues. Only had it was 11 or 12 championships, which is pretty good, but not with that playoff rate because the playoffs is a 1-week sample. Things happen. Especially now, I just need to keep on doubling my money every year because that'll keep the show going. There's a lot of ways to keep the show going. By the way, guys, join the community, support the show, support me, all the guys in the community. A lot of awesome perks in there that we offer. Play some redrafts with us. We have redraft leagues available, all done on League Safe. Access to the early bets. If you're a betting man, you want to win. Well, guess what? We do win every single year. This is also another moneymaker for me. Is sports betting, specifically player props, because I'm a fantasy guy. 96 and 58 on even odds bets last year. I released them when I bet them on Wednesday and Thursday with the bet slip, exactly what the odds are, what site I use. And if you don't, you have to wait till Saturday and the odds will change. And you don't want to do that. Ooh, man. Easy smash here if it's available. This guy takes Drake May. I'm going to have to pivot, but we'll definitely take Drake May here. All right. We'll take Drake May. Try to get Hunter Henry late. Potentially Dubs. I'm not really too into drafting Dubs, so. Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow both go on the turn, which makes me feel really good about getting Drake May a little after ADP. We're going to dig that right there and feel pretty good about it. Not a bad starts. We have JSN, AJ Brown at Buka, and Lad McConkey. Quinshon Judkins is the only running back. We're going to go aggressive on this team and push running back probably. I don't like taking running backs in this range. It's Jalen Warren, it's Tony Pollard, it's Stevenson. I took Stevenson earlier as my 2. Don't know if I want to do that again. So let's just see what's available here. And it's not. Can't take a quarterback. Can't take Tucker Kraft this early. Yeah, Sean, it is tough, man. I've had times where I've had it, and this clock is really fast. That's a problem. Where I've had 3 redrafts going at once with a home league that wouldn't reschedule, and I already had a public league going, and I had back-to-backs, in terms of home leagues. It take a long time, so I'm finishing up one draft. I'm in an offline draft where there's a board, and then I have a phone going for my Fantrax drafts. That is rough, but at least one of them was like an offline draft, which is nice. Have unlimited time. So this should be a pretty easy pick here. We're going to take DK Metbull. We're done at receiver for a while. We could probably make this a 6-receiver team. 5, I would never go 5 receivers unless it was 5 straight receivers. Even then, probably 6. But this 6-receiver team, 7, if we really want to wait till late, is not going to be any more investment in wide receiver for a couple rounds. We're gonna have to make up running back here with some upside shots these next couple rounds. We could take it. We could take a tight end if someone falls. We're not focused on quarter. If Herbert were to fall back to me in this next pick 92, 11 picks after ADP, we would fire up Herbert with our Lad McConkey stack. We can go with Baker Mayfield. We can go with Sam Darnold. We can't go with Sam Darnold, actually, the same buy. So that's fine. We can go with Aaron Rodgers, who I don't like going with. This could also be a Malik Willis team. I like taking Malik Willis unstacked. A lot of options for us here. Get some comments in. Get the chat going. I will answer any question. Just tell me everything, man.
Good, tell me everything.
Okay, they were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what? Damn it, Bonnie. Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
Don't be left out of the finale. We don't want that. Wonder if this guy's going to take Herbert. It would not be surprising if Diggers took a 3rd quarterback here. We're going to queue up that quarterback. And running back I have is a week 11 bye. I don't like that. Man, Sam Laporta's ADP has fallen. He was in the 86, 87 range. I see 93 right here. Definitely dig that, man. Really good value on Stevenson, dude. That is pick 86. That is some pretty good value. We got 6 guys in the queue. Hopefully someone takes Trevor Lawrence ahead of... There goes Laporta. There goes Herbert. Is that an unstacked Herbert? He has Quentin Johnson. That makes sense. No worries. I didn't really want to take him anyway. So we'll see what falls back to us. This guy's probably going to take RJ Harvey. I don't really want to have Rico Dotto and DK on the same team in that offense. There goes Blake Corum. So there's a chance we get RJ Harvey here, which I'm not a big RJ Harvey guy, but at pick 92, again, love RJ Harvey much more in DraftKings and full PPR. We will take RJ Harvey. He does score quite a bit of touchdowns, like the offense. There goes Monungai off the board. So we'll take Harvey here. And we have to hope we can get Kenny Gainwell has the same bye as Harvey. Not too worried about that. We're going to take a lot of running backs in this team. We would consider Harold Fannin and Kyle Pitts. I think I'm going to push tight end a little bit more. And if Trevor Lawrence comes back to me, pick 101, we would take him. I doubt he will. Derek is there. He'll take a second quarterback, at least at the 902. The guy at the turn has no quarterback, so he's definitely taking Trevor Lawrence. There goes Trevor Lawrence to go horns. No worries there. There goes Dowdle. Just queue up a couple gentlemen here. And no quarter. I can't take a quarterback. Can't take Dobbins. We can go with Rashad White. I could even sell myself on Jordan Mason here. It'd be a little bit of a reach. We need some bodies at running. We have Judkins. We have Harvey. Receiver room is super stacked, though. JSN, A.J. Brown, at Buka, led McConkey. Really good value on McConkey. DK Metcalf is a 5. Drake May paired up. So we have Kenny Gainwell ranked ahead of Rashad White. I just took him last draft. He has a week 10 bye. Same as RJ Harvey. We'll take Rashad White. Some upside there if he actually takes the job. I don't think anyone's going to take the job here. Doesn't seem like it's in the cards, but definitely a guy that's, pretty much guaranteed 50 receptions from his past production. And the running back room is super grody. I'm not a Katron Allen fan. JCM at his cost does make more sense in this format, half PPR, but also not really a big JCM dude. Surprised JCM isn't going higher. People loved Bill last year. Remember how fucking hyped up he got? Wild. You know what? We haven't met any goals, but I'm going to chug a fucking beer. You know what? I feel like chugging a beer. Celebrate this month of 120 hours live. All y'all hanging out with me all the time. You know who you guys are, who in here every stream. Much appreciated. So let's I'm going to race myself. I'm going to erase myself and see who wins. See who wins. Fun race. We like doing this.
Here you go.
That was a slow one. I took the L on that, right? I can't see it in real time, but I think I took the L on that one. Damn it. Who are we looking at with our next? Up in 7 picks. God, running back is so gross. So Jackson Dart fell back to us the last time. And we would take him again with Drake May. I feel like that's just too good a value. Too good a value to not pass up on it. Well, guess what? Our boy Derek. I won. Hey-oh. That was a pint. This is only 12 ounces, so that's a thing. We got 2 $10 bangers. Guess what? We have a third draft, gentlemen. So stick around, draft with us. We have Derek in here saying post-chug payments. Appreciate that. Now I got to do another one. I'm going to send you my squad when I'm done. This buys you a second chance to grade my redemption. And we're doing another draft as well if you want to hop in. And now I have to do another chug. We'll see if I can win again. This guy's got 3 quarterbacks here, which I don't hate because I already have my Drake May. So, dude, we just got Kyle Pitts at pretty extreme value. Sets up a good I can't really take Tua because the bye situation. Oh, a second chance at race as well. Yeah. Thank you, K-Space. I think I might have won. We're going to do another chug here in a second. Let's I got to make this next pick. We got Kyle Pitts at really nice value. This team is looking okay. I have a big week 11 bye issue with Judkins, Drake May, JSN, AJ Brown, and then Kyle Pitts. So we pretty much can't take another week 11 bye. We're just going to have a single stack with Drake May. Probably going to be a Malik Willis team. I don't want to reach on Willis, though, because I have Drake May. So we're going to just try to build this running back room with the best possible running back here. I keep on wanting to see, like, Ricky Pearsall's available. Yeah, we don't want Ricky Pearsall. So let's see. Appreciate the supers, guys. Those are 2 of the pillars of the community, Mouth and Derek. Love you guys. Mouth was on the show last night. Derek was on the show 2 nights ago. We love having fans on the program. You can see them, the fine gentlemen's names here, and all you guys. Appreciate you. Sean, newest member, disbanded. Connor, hopefully Connor got home safe tonight. He was pounding some beverages. And we need one more running back. Probably Chris Rodriguez. Running back 42 seems pretty nice for Chris Rodriguez. Again, yes, do want to shout out to all you guys and thank you, as always, for the supers, for the support, for the Patreon, for being in the community, which is the best part of this show, of this channel. It's what makes me very happy to do what I do every single fucking day. My wife isn't always the happiest when, we try to watch a show and I'm like, well, I got to cut it short. You know what? That's part of the life. I'm home all day with her now. Well, she works, but I'm home during the day. I was at the golf industry before, working weekends, holidays, leaving the house at 5, golfing after work, being home at 8, 6 days a week, at least being gone 9 or 10 hours. So this is much better. I'm still putting a lot of time into this, but she knows I love it. She also plays 11 fantasy leagues. Last year she played 11. This year she's going to do 7. 11 was a little bit much. I drafted most of those teams for her. We co-managed them. She's got the best success rate ever. We only do 100-hour leagues for her. She has played 16 leagues and have 7 championships. And okay, and you can say I drafted those teams, I managed those teams. That's true. But last year, her last draft, her 11th draft, only a $50 league, public Fantrax league, 12 teams. I said, it's all you. You know what you're doing now. You drafted with me these 10 teams. We've done best ball this whole time. She won it, dude. She took Kyle Pitts as her only tight end in a league with 18 rounds where everyone takes a backup. And I was like, what the fuck? And lo and behold, she wins the league mostly because of Kyle Pitts. And she had JSN. We were taking a lot of JSN last year. I think she had JSN picking. She had a hell of a team. Javonte Williams. But, yeah, dude. So shout out to my wife for allowing me to spend all this time with you guys. And I rarely get to go to bed with her anymore. Unless she doesn't work in the morning. I'm not going in there at 3 a.m. and being like, hey, baby, all drunk. Like, not going to do that. So she is an angel. Erica's awesome. Also super hot. Just sweetheart. Sweetheart. Very lucky man. Very, very lucky man. I like to show people my love and my appreciation mostly. I think that's kind of gone away in society these days. Damn, Malik Willis for a third quarterback. Come on, dude. Gross. Fine, we'll take Tyron Tracy. Be done at running back now. Not a big deal. That would have been nice, though. I see why he did it. Shuck, Jones, Malik Willis. At that point, go with Brissett. Go with Geno. You could go with fucking Tua at that point with that team. Just probably too much. He has 4 running backs. He has 4 receivers. Now he has 3 quarterbacks. Wild stuff. Did I just auto draft Ricky Pearsall? Yes, Ricky Pearsall, the Space Cowboy. You know what? It's not official yet, though. You might be out of the woods there with Ricky Pearsall. We can't even take Sam. We could take Sam Darnold and take a third quarterback, but that seems pretty gross. We're not doing that. Oh, let's do Gadsden. Can't take Hunter Henry. God damn, this team is getting weird. Yeah, one more, Hetzer. One more, buddy. This is rough, man. I don't know who I'm going to stack up with. I could take Aaron Rodgers, I suppose. That's gross, though. Aaron Rodgers and Drake May. That probably not enough. Probably not enough. Hunter Stribling. I'm going to go with Stribling here if he's available. Similar team to last time. We have not taken a receiver in a long while, boys. Long while. What's going on here? There we go. Now, what's going to be their quarterback for us? Probably not a hell of a lot. Queue up these guys. Done at running back. Let's just queue up some dudes. Need a tight end as well. Team's probably not going to be very correlated, but all good. All good. I'll play a clip. I got to go grab a beverage. And then we're doing a chug. We're doing another chug race.
Appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Besides, I got a big day tomorrow.
It's a big day. You're doing what?
Well, actually, pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot. Yeah, buy some wallpaper, maybe get some flooring, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
All right, another race, another chug race. Let's see if we can win it. Hold on, my computer might die over here. Drafting on, don't want that to happen. I wasn't anticipating being on this long, so I didn't plug it in. There we go. All right, chug race time. Here we go.
Here you go.
That was faster. I might have started late on that one. That was faster. I'm watching it back. Dude, that is synchronized. Synchronized as shit. It's almost like it was the same person. Feel good about that one. You know, as you do a couple more, go down a little smoother, you know what I mean? That was like the perfect gap between them. It was like 5 minutes. Too soon, it's tough. Too long, it starts kicking in, which it will probably kick in here in about 30 minutes. I gotta keep my wits about me. Kind of drafting a drunk team right now. Damn it. Well, Bryce Young is available, but we're not going to go there. We have DK, right? We do have DK. There goes Bryce Young. That is fine. Can't take any more week 11 guys. This dude has 2 tight ends. He should not take Gadsden here. It's good value, but he shouldn't do it. He doesn't. We're going to get Gadsden way after ADP. We dig that. Second tight ends. Second player on the Chargers. Now we're going to probably rock Aaron Rodgers if he falls to us. This guy has 1 quarterback, so he's probably taking Rodgers. I was not going to reach on Rodgers just for the DK stack. No, thank you. That's not how I operate. Not a guy I want to reach on. He'll take him on the comeback. It's all good. All good. Hetzer, did you kick some ass, man? Did you kick some ass or what? I was playing a little Xbox today with the boys. I usually play in the late morning when I wake up around 10. I'll play for a couple hours with my buddies from Canada. And I'm still playing Blackout, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the first Battle Royale, like before Warzone. I am 1 win away from 3,000 wins. Same week, I can get 3,000 wins and 3,000 subs, which is crazy. But 1 win away. And we had 3 chances after I got 2,999 to get it. We didn't get it done. Lobbies are still going. Not that strong. Instead of 100 people starting, teams of 4, we have 75. So still tough to get wins. A lot of sweats playing. It's all veterans. We'll see if this guy takes Aaron Rodgers. If he doesn't, I'm going to be super happy. He takes Aaron Rodgers. F my life. But we're going to adjust here, and we're going to take Ryan Flournoy way after ADP as well. Let's just play that game and just build as good of a team as we can. We'll probably pair up 2 bums late. Probably 2 bums. It might be Tua, and because now the receiver room's really strong. The running back room's strong. We still have 3 picks left. So, cool. We'll take a late tight end here, and then 2 bums at quarterback. All right. Man, did I not put music on at all this entire time? What am I doing? No one said anything. Nobody said anything. There's no music on. The hell, guys? Could have got a way better vibe going. Maybe that's been my problem on some of these drafts. I've had some decent teams, but we're missing out on the tunes. Yeah, Schnauzer, dude. Ooh, all of the quarterbacks are gone. I didn't realize Geno Smith was off the board way before. I would have done something differently. So shit, dude. Mendoza and Tua, Shador. This is just grody. Take Kirk Cousins, I suppose. Don't want to do that. I really hope Mendoza falls back. That was definitely an issue. I didn't realize Geno Smith went that early. Geno Smith went at the fucking 154 ahead of Cam Ward. Okay. These guys all have 3 quarterbacks. They should not take Mendoza. So I'll take Mendoza. We can take Michael Mayer with the last pick for our third tight end. We have a good tight end room. It's Gatson and Kyle Pitts. There we go. 80s porn vibes. Love it. Yeah, we play a lot of funk, man, but some heavy shit too. But that's a groove. All right, Z-balls, Z8 balls. Let's not Z8 balls. Sounds like he does some partying. We're going to take Mendoza, and then it's going to be Tua. We could also take Kirk Cousins, which wouldn't be a bad play, just to lock up that quarterback room. Don't like limiting the upside there. So let's hope Tua falls back. We can't take Penix because we'll only have a Drake May for the first, like, potential 6-7 weeks. Can't do that. We just hit 4 hours on the night, gentlemen, on the streams. 2 hours and 20-something minutes with Storey. We're at an hour 38 here. How much what's the most you won on Underdog best ball drafts? I've won a lot more on a DraftKings one. The most I've won on an Underdog, dude, is not much, like 1,200 maybe. I won like 1,600 on a DraftKings one. For a while, I played a lot of sit and goes. I haven't done tournament. Last year was the first year I really did a lot of tournaments. And this year I need to enhance that number for sure. Because I'm going to have about $2,000 in best ball, which is that's breaking my own rule. Don't take Tua here, buddy. You took Rodgers already. He's probably going to fucking do it. Don't do it, man. He didn't do it. All right. It's working out. Tua, Mendoza, and Drake May. Mendoza should surely be playing by week 11. And we're only rolling with 7 receivers. The receivers are really strong. JSN, AJ Brown, Ibuka, Lad McConkey, DK Metcalf, Stribling, and Flournoy. Yeah, sit and goes is the best way to like make money and guarantee you're going to be in the green, but it limits your upside. You're not going to win 5 times, 10 times your buy-in for the year with sit and goes. Like I want to sprinkle them in. We sprinkle them in just to give us a nice little baseline. But tournaments are where you can cash a check. And as Michael said, he wants to win a house, which is definitely possible. Even in these smaller tournaments, you can get, at least 60 grand and some of these 100 grand in the puppy. But even 30 grand, man, for a $3 entry is money. Now, only one person wins out of 30-something thousand. That is tough. But we know ball. Things can fall our way. Someone's got to win, right? I advanced like 4 of my 10 DraftKings millionaire makers to the semifinal. I only advanced 1 to the final. But my best team, this team was stacked. It would have advanced in all of the other like buckets I was in. And I lost by like 0.3. It was like 0.3 to advance. And this team did really well. I wouldn't have won the tournament, but I would have gotten like the top 50%, top 60%, which pays out pretty goddamn good. And the one that advanced got like the 10 percentile. It did terrible the last week. So I wish it was reversed and that team advanced, but that's the game we're playing, man. That is the game we are playing. Let's see. Judkins, Harvey, Rashad White, Chris Rodriguez, and Tracy is more than enough at running back. Receiver solid. So we're going to pop Michael Mayer in the queue and go for something a little unique that a lot of people don't do. Definitely like this more in Best Ball Mania and bigger tournaments, the Michael Mayer thing, but yeah, we don't want to wish any ill upon our boy Brock Bowers, but happened last year. It's going to get hit a lot. It's going to have a lot of work. We're going to hop in another draft after this, guys. The Mini Schnauzer 2, which is filling up very quickly. It's going to be done probably by tomorrow midday is my guess, at least by tomorrow night. Tomorrow night on the stream, we might set up a sleeper best ball where we don't have to pay any juice on League Safe. We might set that up, and I think Dakota's going to do that for us, and we'll post it in the Discord. Just got to sign up and pay the League Safe thing. We'll set a time like 10:30 p.m. Central, and we'll do a 10-teamer if we can't fill it, or a 12-teamer if we have 12 of us in there. I know a lot of you guys are very active in there, so that is a good time. If you want to play these, we're going to start doing this every Saturday, I think, until the season starts. I'll check it out, Mouth. Once we're in the draft lobby, I'll check it out for you. We're going to start doing the sleeper $10 buy-in, 12-team winner-take-all probably, or maybe we'll pay top 2 every single Saturday. So another reason to join the community, get in, play all these leagues. We have redrafts. We have another best ball at $50. We all slow drafts for those during the season or in the draft season, so we don't have to worry about correlating it. So we're going to have those available for you, as well as, again, every Saturday at $10. Maybe we'll do $20. That'll be a lot of fun every single Saturday night until the season starts. We're going to rock those. Let's do a time thing, and I'll check out Mouse Draft after we get in. Don't join it yet. I will count you guys down. We're at 2:32, so let's wait for 2:34. Whatever time zone you're in, 2:34 Central Time. We're going to all hop in when it clicks 2:34. So probably about a minute and a half. We're at 2:32 right now. Then I will give Mouth a grade on his squad. Yeah, it's 2:33 right now, so a little bit under a minute. We're going to join this one. A little bit under a minute, probably 40 seconds now. Just look at your clock on your phone or your computer. It's all pretty synced up. 2:34. We're going to join this puppy, even though it's a Schnauzer. We're going to join this Schnauzer. I got my hand on the controls here for enter. We're looking for 2:34. Once it hits, then we're golden. Waiting for 2:30. We had a lot of people in the underflow the last draft, so hopefully we all get in this one. I was in the overflow for sure. Almost there. Probably a couple seconds. 2:34. Once it hits 2:34, I'm clicking it. There it is. Click it. I got in pretty quick, so I don't think you guys beat me, right? Let me check out Mouth's team here. Mini Schnauzer Mouth has Jaden Daniels and Sam Darnold right at ADP. Not bad. Judkins, Pollard, Rico, JCM, Zach Charbonnet. We have JSN, AJ Brown, Zay Flowers as your 3. Terry McLaurin as your 4. Pittman, Adonai Mitchell, Tank Dell, and Torrey Horton with Mark Andrews, AJ Barner, and Eli Stowers. That is 1, 2, 3. I like it. Terry McLaurin, JCM. Really good team. It's just overstacked on Sam Darnold. Like, you have Charbonnet, you have JSN, you have Torrey Horton, and you have AJ Barner. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks essentially with Sam Darnold. That's your second quarterback. It's just too much. You need to not take Torrey Horton. As much as we love Torrey Horton here, you should have gone with just Charbonnet, JSN, and Barner, 1 at each position. 2 receivers. It's limiting your upside for sure. Running back room I really like. I don't love Pollard as a 2. I'm going to go B- because of just too much stacking with Sam Darnold. Only 1 stack with Jaden Daniels, which is fine because he's a rushing quarterback. Hey, we got the 11th pick. We did not get the 5th pick. That would have been my 6th straight picking at the 5 hole. So we dig that. No, I do love the team, man. I just think it's too much. It's too much on Sam Darnold. Like, if this was Dak Prescott or Jared Goff, maybe. Still not. I still would never stack that much. It's just too much. There's 2 stacks, Rob. Oh, yeah, 2. Okay, JCM. I'm not considering. JCM had like 7 catches last year, so I can't consider him a stack. But it's correlation, I suppose. That's fine. It's just too much stacking with Sam Darnold as your second quarterback, especially. Just if it's your first quarterback and it's Jared Goff or Dak Prescott, you can go with 3. 4, it just seems a lot. Like, they have to score 40 points for that to work. Which, hey, it could happen. It could happen. Just, I'm pretty high in the Seahawks offense this year. I think they're going to have to score more points. All right. I like the 11 hole. Something different here. All right, I got to grab one more beer here. Anthony's got the first pick. He is Spurs. What's going on, Anthony? How you been, dude? Friday night, dude. Friday night drafting. God, 0 subs in this stream. We've had a lot of people in here. I know a lot of you guys are already subbed to the channel. But all good, man. All good in the hood. Where are we at here? Up in 3 picks. Let's go, Genty. Probably going to go running back here. Derek got in the underflow. Number 1 pick. Horns in with me again. Yeah, Horns there's just no way he's not watching this. And Horns, just say what up, man. Just say what up. We don't bite. I mean, I bite a little bit. I've been known to bite. I picture Andy Dick in old school. Like, you don't want to be a biter. Let's change up the tune here. And let's go with, what's this one? We got a little Genty Barkley. I have quite a bit of Cook Barkley. I've been going, at the 5 hole, really like hero RB or 0 RB. So I wouldn't say necessarily sniping. He's been sniping Derek. So he's been sniping the American. The sniper has been sniping the American sniper. It's like the standoff in the movie, which is my least favorite part of that movie. I hate that storyline. The rest of the movie is a fucking A+. That storyline between that with him and that Olympic sniper or whatever is like makes the movie a little lame. Bowers at 25. Get out of here, Derek. Get out of here, man. That's money. Technically 24 because you had the back-to-backs, but good shit. Good shit. Good shit. See, I still have some beverage here. Again, tomorrow night, we got to figure this out. We might be doing a sleeper draft, a community sleeper draft. Yeah, there's some people that are just watching. That's cool, man. Again, don't be afraid to drop a comment. I'm very interactive. I talk to everybody. Like, you don't have to super chat me. I do like it, but you don't have to super chat me. You don't have to be a Patreon member. I treat everyone with respect. We got Brock Bowers goes pick 21 in this one, Derek, and then Josh Allen goes to the turn. McBride, Josh Allen, unique team here from Anthony. There goes Neighbors. There goes Nico. Nico falls to the 28th. 28. That is some pretty good value there. You're not going to see that very often. Nico and Bowers also pretty unique. We'll see what falls back to us. Not loving what's going to be there. We'll get someone we like. Oh, that's Hetzer. Hetzer got the Nico thing. There you go, buddy. Pretty nice start. Puka, Bowers, Nico. ADP value there for sure. Oh, Zay Flowers almost fell to me. We'll take T. Higgins. Hetzer is happy. He is happy with it. I would be pretty happy too, dude.
How would you describe it?
I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm happy.
He's very happy. There goes Tat at the turn. Tat's been falling to me later, so I'm fine with that. I have a lot of Tat recently. And let's take Garrett Wilson. I was debating going Javonte Williams. I already have 2 good running backs. Gives me a lot more flexibility with the next couple picks. Happy. Yeah, that's how you spell it. It's happy. It's happy. God, what a crazy month, guys. We have one more crazy month. And then, we're there. We're less than 40 days, right? Is that right? Less than 40 days now. The start of the season. We've been waiting for this. We've been on here every single night since the start of last season. So we were grinding out in March and in April and in May, just talking about this. Javonte Williams falls to pick 41. That's pretty nice. Walker, Kyron, and Javonte with Justin Jefferson, like that team. Sean's got a banger at running back. CMC, Chase Brown, Breece Hall, and ETN. Hetzer has been in here a lot. Derek, Mouth. It has been a wild ride, dude. It's one of those things where, routine's good, makes us feel at home, and that's kind of what I'm trying to build. You always know I'll be on here to hang out, and I know I always have you guys on here to hang out with as well. It goes both ways, dude. Dare I say family? A family. It's definitely a community. But family can mean a lot of different things, right? You don't have to be blood to be family. Just because there's also a lot of people that have shitty families and their blood sucks. So, and there's people that are adopted that aren't blood. That's family, right? Some friends, me and Big Ray, I consider Big Ray my family, All right, Anthony, they're going 0 wide receiver. Gibbs, Swift, Judkins, McBride, and Allen. Love Quinshon Judkins this year, dude. Love it, love it, love it. We'll see. I think Hetzer might be getting some value falling back to him again. See what he does with it. See if he can land the plane, huh? I might get shut out. I accidentally queued Jadarian Price over like Tootin and Irving. Never. Won't be doing that. Rome takes. We could consider doing this. Lamar is still on the board. I'm guessing the team before me will take Lamar. The team has Zay Flowers. That should probably happen. There goes a Dunze. We still have some guys in the queue we do like. Dude, did you say Go Horns? Go Horns is in both of these. He's in this one too. He takes Carnell Tate. Wild stuff. There goes Lamar. We're going to take Bucky here. and then hope we get one of our wide receivers with the next pick. We have 2 guys in the queue we really like. And Tyler Warren's available as well. We can pop him in there as a consolation prize. But this guy's got 2 and 2. He could go any direction. I think he's going to take Warren here with one of his picks. So he'll probably take Warren, and he goes Watson. Don't do it to me, buddy. Don't do it to me, brother. Do not take Brian Thomas. Don't take Brian Thomas. If that's the case, I'm going to have to take Tyler Warren. I don't want to do that. Not the end of the world, though. I need another receiver here, and the fall off is pretty. Here we go. All right, we'll take BTJ here. T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas with Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, and Ashton Genty. Not a bad little starts. See if we could figure out the onesies later. Here goes T. Warren. Oh, Horns is just grinding out these drafts, man. I wish he would say what's up to us. Oh. The Digger. We got Digger in here. Digger 24. Drake May and A.J. Brown. Got Jeremiah Love. He's got a 1 running back build with Jeremiah Love. Might be a little bit risque there. We'll see what Anthony does here at the 1 hole. He has a unique build. He's probably going to go wide receiver. Quentin Johnson, DK Metcalf is my guess, or Lemon DK Metcalf. He goes Lemon and DK. There you go. There goes Caleb. A double up. Oh, I didn't know. Fantasy Dog. We got Fantasy Dog in here. What up, dude? Daniels and Caleb. No correlation with those quarterbacks. You can backstack Jaden Daniels with Chickaconquo, Rashad White, potentially Stephon Diggs. Caleb is not really, you can't really backstack Caleb. There's nobody worth notes. Take a shot on like Cole Kmet if you want. You're like a best ball mania, but both rushing upside guys, not the end of the world there. There goes the running backs. We dig that happening because we don't need any running backs. BTJ, Garrett Wilson, and T. Higgins. Dude next to me has Christian Watson. Okay. So there's no... Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Go Horns. What are you doing, man? I guess he has Parker Washington. That's cool. But it's all good. There goes Alec Pierce. We're just going to... Let's take Tucker Kraft here. And then I think he was going to go for a Jordan Love build. Ah, you got Love one. There you go. Thank you, Fancy Dog. I did not see that. I was looking at wide receivers. And you're fine backstacking Jaden Daniels. Again, Jaden Daniels does not really need to be stacked as much as some of these other quarterbacks. There you go. My bad. A lot going on here. A couple decent options at wide receiver. We're just going to keep on pushing quarterback off. This guy's got 5 receivers. He takes Jaden Reed. He is definitely going in. If he takes Jordan Love here, that'd be a stretch. Definitely a stretch. Sam Laporta. All right, that's fair. We're going to take Sutton. We're going to open up a chance for Bo Nix. What is the next pick here? We have 107 and 110. So he is probably going to take Jordan Love. The thing is, I have Tucker Kraft. I know he would not take Matthew Golden. If I take Jordan Love right here at this pick here, he's not taking Matthew Golden. He would not want 3 pass catchers unstacked. So there's a good chance I can get Jordan Love here at 107, reach for him a bit, and then get Matthew Golden, have a double stack with Jordan Love. Now, out of spite, he might take Matthew Golden, but I would still have Tucker Kraft. I don't think he would do that. And I'm not taking it to spite him. I'm taking it because it would make sense for my team. If Bo Nix is there, I'll probably take Bo Nix because I have Cortland Sutton. And I think I'd rather have Bo Nix than Jordan Love. So a lot of options at quarterback. We have 3 running backs. I'm going to cue some guys in the running back. Again, I'm just doing this on my phone. We draft all you guys. I don't like to just – I'll tell you who I'm going to take, but just putting it in a queue. Also, it's easier for me to keep the board up. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing than going back to who's available. We'll just put a couple guys in the queue at running back, but we're not really looking for running backs right now. Now, Matthew Golden is going to start getting pushed up a little bit just based on the fact that Ricky Pearsall goes a little ahead of him, and now Ricky Pearsall is falling. So now you got to add, bring up Matthew Golden one spot. Wide receiver 49 is super nice for Matthew Golden. Again, Matthew Golden's the definition of a best ball guy. I'm not trusting him in redraft. He can be very hit or miss, very hot and cold, but skill set, opportunity, draft capital, it all screams that Matthew Golden's going to be on the field a lot. And, 0 touchdowns in the regular season last year. Did catch one against my Bears in the playoffs. Nice play, too. That was a good highlight. Nice run from Matthew Golden, but I have hope for him. I'm a big Christian Watson guy. Again, I take Golden a lot more in best ball. I take a lot more Christian Watson in redraft for a couple reasons. I like the value on Golden in best ball and the big play potential. Also, the injury risk of Watson's real, and I can replace that in redraft. I cannot replace it in best ball. We'll see. Golden is 3 wide receiver picks away. Probably not going to fall. We can always go to an elite tight end here. We don't have a tight end. We have Kraft. I can't take these guys. Damn it. Let's just pop him in there. You put Dobbins in there. Some of these guys at running back. We could also take an unstacked Jackson Dart. Thanks, Michael. You get what I'm saying. I mean, Watson is a definition of a good best ball player, right? And I think this year, though, we're going to see a different Christian Watson, different usage, more consistent, right? I think they're going to use him more creatively because they have to. And using him with the money they paid him, which he hasn't deserved, but why the Packers are smart in this situation is it's the opposite of what the Cowboys did with Zeke. They paid Zeke for past performance. We don't want to do that as a franchise. We want to pay guys for future performance. Christian Watson's 27 years old. I had him in my hot take segment, top 10 receiver this year. It's a bet on health for sure. But those are the guys I want to take shots at in redraft. So, Jackson Dart's available. Jordan Love is not going to be there. So, I have a big question here. Do I take Jordan Love? I have Kraft. I have Jackson Dart ranked well ahead of him, but no correlation. There goes Dart. I have Bo Nix available. Let's roll with Jordan Love here, and then I should be able to get Golden with the next pick. This guy should not take a third pass catcher. Sorry, buddy. I got Tucker Kraft. I know you have Watson and Reed. When I took Tucker Kraft there, he should not have taken Jaden Reed because he's got to realize it's a real possibility. I'm going to take Jordan Love when I don't have the best stacking options. Trevor Lawrence was already off the board. Now he's stuck. He's sitting there. I feel bad, but man, it happens to me all the time. He took Laporta, so it's not a big deal for him with Goff. We're going to get Matthew Golden here. Who are you referring to? We're going to take Matthew Golden here. Love that. Michael, who was sticky last year? Are we talking Christian Watson? Because Christian Watson's film was really good. I mean, dude, his film's been pretty good. Early in his career, he was having some drops for sure, but been a red zone maven. They use him in in some creative ways in the red zone for sure. Not in like the in the 20s, some end arounds and shit like that. Yeah, he leveled up last year. He looked bigger last year too. He put on some weight. He was really thin as a rookie. So he's a monster, dude. And I read the stat. I had in my hot take, top 10. The most targets. So he's played 4 years, and it's been a lot of injury stuff, but also just the way they rotate the receivers. really run heavy offense. 66 was the most targets that Christian Watson's ever had. And he has 2 years that he has 7 touchdowns. Like in the NFL, when he was young, dropping passes, all that shit, with rotating. 66 snaps was his most. The other second most was 63. Sorry, not snaps, targets. This year, dude, if he stays healthy, like, he doesn't need a lot. He's not a guy that needs 130, 140 targets. He doesn't even need 120. Give me 110 targets with Christian Watson this year. That's probably 75 to 80 catches. That's probably 11 or 1,200 yards. Well, his touchdown percentage in his career might go down, efficiency, but it's probably 8 touchdowns. Like, that's going to smash wide receiver 29. It's just the questions of health. That is the issue. And again, risky in best ball, not risky in redraft. It's a 5th round pick. Like, that's why I was on Chris Olave last year. 6th, 7th round pick. If he gets concussion, I replace him. I just got to draft a couple, Chris Godwin behind him, Josh Downs, some guys I have faith in if it doesn't work out. That's my take on Marvin Harrison this year. It's so late that, like, he's not really going to bust too much at his ADP. It just might be like, what's the point? He's wide receiver 36 or something. Well, you're drafting a wide receiver 34. So you just replace them. And look at this nice move here. Anthony knows ball. This weird start with no receivers. Now he smashes 6 receivers. Ricky Pearsall, he's going for broke here with the Ricky Pearsall pick. If he's healthy, it looks pretty good for you, man. I got to see who I have on my team. Let's take a gander at the team. Jordan Love at quarterback, Genty, Barkley, Bucky Irving at running back, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Sutton, and Matthew Golden with Tucker Kraft. Pretty solid squad so far. We would take Baker if he fell. Hetcher's probably taking Baker just because he loves Baker in the ADP fall. We need another running back. So Aaron Jones is a faller. Takes Shakir. We have Tucker Kraft. We could take a naked Mark Andrews. All right. Cool. Team's looking up. Team is looking up. Let's hear what Todd Monken has to say about my team.
He can't masturbate. He can't make it come out.
He can't go left?
No, he can't go to his left. Can you go to your left?
Nobody can.
No one can.
Hard, It's funny, though. There's other things I can do lefty. I can eat lefty. I can brush my teeth lefty.
There's a big difference. You need rotation. You need your tempo. You need feel.
Season. I think you learn a lot. In fact, you learn a heck of a lot more when things aren't going well than when it is going well. And I learned a lot.
We're going to take Shaheed. And then hope to God Tracy falls back. He probably won't fall back. We could pivot to Keaton Mitchell. We could take Tyler Shuck unstacked. We could take Malik Willis unstacked. Probably Malik Willis is a better play here. Unstacked, that is. But I would take Tyler Shuck at this point. There goes Shuck. That's fine. So we have Willis here. If Tracy's available, I'll probably smash Tracy. And then I have an option for Geno late. I have an option I have Genty. I could take, Trey Tucker if he's still there. I could take Mendoza. And he goes Malik Willis. So the option is done for me. We'll take Tyron Tracy. Running back room, pretty strong. Genty, Barkley, Bucky Irving, Tyron Tracy. Receivers, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas is a 3. Cortland Sutton, Matthew Golden, Shaheed. Just got to figure out. This could be a 3-quarterback team for sure. I do hate Jordan Love as the late stacking thing or the late pairing with Jordan Love by 11. All those late guys that are in committees in terms of Shador and Watson and Penix and Tua are all week 11 buys. Don't love that. Sam Darnold is another guy, but we could... there's really nothing here. So we're going to definitely have to go Geno. Maybe we go Geno and Brissett. Fucking roll the dice. This team is banking on Jordan Love going off in the playoffs. So no worries there. The organization as well, not just the coaching staff, but yes, both. The draft capital, it's been a bust. He's going to be a bust no matter what. I was saying this last night. He had to be Julio Jones. He had to be a generational player at the 3rd pick, where I think Jeremiah Smith will be that player. but he was never going to be Calvin Johnson. He was drafted and touted as such. So, like, he's just probably going to be a bust. Doesn't mean he's going to be a bad player. Doesn't mean he can't be a Pro Bowler. Doesn't mean he can't be an all-pro player at some point of his career. He's 23 years old. So, AZ boy, where are you at? You live in AZ? You from AZ? Because my parents are out in Kingman, which is not close to Phoenix. It's about a 4-hour drive. I have been to Phoenix probably 12 times. I've been to Vegas 12 times. I'm out there. Used to go out there every single winter. My parents moved when I was 18, so I went out there for about 10 straight years, I want to say. Been out there a bunch playing golf. Love Arizona, man. Got some buddies that moved out there as well. Shout out to Adam Conroy Bones, if you're listening. Born and raised. Phoenix, or are you like up north in like Prescott or, Flagstaff area? Maybe down south in Tucson. It's a great show for you because we're always on late. We're central, but we're always on here till 2 or 3 in the morning, which is not late for you. I know you guys don't turn your clocks back, which is weird. Always confuses me. I never know if it's an hour or 2-hour difference. Right now, I think it's a 2-hour difference. Had some great times in Mesa, dude. Great times. My buddy was a club promoter out there, so I used to go out there when I was single in like early 20s, and just the hookups, man. That means 2 things for sure. Fun times. Fun fucking times. Yeah, I think you could go really late. I would roll in a tournament, roll with Stafford and Stroud, man. Like, Stroud always stays healthy for the most part. I know last year got a little dinged up. We could take... Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I have a couple golf videos up on the channel from before. Used to be a lot better. I worked at a country club and got free golf for fucking 8 years, the free golf 8 years. And then the other years I got at least the play day. Not quite a +1 anymore, but I don't know, 1 or 2, something like that. Definitely a little rusty, though. The short game is the issue, dude. Always kind of the issue. If you're not working on it, good luck. So let's just take Daniel Jones unstacked. Don't love it, but we need something. We need something. There's no one really to backstack him with. So at running back, who's there at tight ends? I would love if I thought Tyler Warner there. But... maybe up to a 3 handicap. Now, I don't know. I'm typically shooting mid-70s, high 70s. If I go to like an easy public course, it's still usually around par, but I gauge myself for in tougher courses. I don't keep a USGA thing anymore. There's no point. I don't really gamble too much when I golf. I like to have a good time, and when I gamble people and you win, it's like a lot of times I'm like, don't even pay me. Or I play against someone that says they're a 10 and they fucking shoot 78 or 77. I'm like, I just gave you 10 strokes, dude. Like, yeah, I got to shoot 69. Good luck. I just love drinking, love golfing, love the sunshine and the camaraderie, everything about golf, the competitive. I'm playing against myself. I'm playing against the course. I'm not playing against the people I'm golfing with. A lot of people get too competitive. I'm very competitive, but golf is a game you compete against yourself. You a golfer, Michael? I'm sure you should be if you live in Arizona, because you get year-round golf. I mean, besides maybe the 2-3 hottest months, it's got to go in the twilight or early morning hours. Agreed, Fantasy Dog. Hell yeah, Michael. Well, Michael, you should, I know I think I've seen you in here a little bit before. When did you first tune into the channel? Is it recent? We've been on here 7 nights a week since literally last August. I maybe missed 10 days in the off season without a stream, but no, I wasn't doing 4-hour shows every single night in May, but at least 2, usually 2 or 3. We're drafting. We're doing segments. We're having guests. We're having fans on the show since Monday. Well, glad to have you, man, aboard. I obviously sub because this is sub only. Would love to have you consider joining the community. If we're everything gambling, fantasy. You seem like a very, very knowledgeable football fan. So sometimes you don't need, there's something for everyone, right? There's amateurs in there that ask these simpler questions. There's a lot of us that are degenerates. Derek's been playing fantasy since '93. We're all learning from each other. I am on there all the time. All 6 co-hosts are on there all the time. Start sit questions, trade questions, gambling stuff. For the OGs, guest appearances on the show. That's just if you're a fanatic of the Patreon. Guest appearances on the show. Free merchandise. Community leagues. You want to play a redraft league or a best ball. We have a $50 best ball. We have 1 spot left. We'll probably open up another one when it fills. Those will all be slow drafts, 4-hour clocks. All done on League Safe. Dude, also a good way to support the show if you like what you're seeing. If you want me to continue doing this, I'm not going to stop. It makes it a lot easier with more support. What do we got here, man? Oh, shit. My boy might still fall back to me. Let's see, man. Let's see what we're looking at. The team. I get a little lost sometimes. I don't realize when I'm drafting. Jordan Love and Daniel Jones. I need a third quarterback. Everything else is pretty strong. 1 tight ends is an issue. I was hoping to get Bryce Young fall back to me. That's fine. I'm taking Geno if he can fall. We could take Dulcich or Hawkinson. I prefer Hawk, but GT, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I know GT's gonna be back on here almost every night once the season gets going. How you doing, dude? How's life, brother? Hetzer, 4 running backs. Scatabo, let's see. Scatabo, Warren, Stevenson, Corum. Yeah, 4 might be a little light, but, 5 might be a little heavy. You can go with a last round guy. Ooh, Geno 186. He ain't falling fucking back here. Let's lock it up. The quarterback, it's just not a good situation with Jordan Love and Daniel Jones. I don't want to be stuck taking fucking Tua, dude. So we'll just rock Geno. I do have Garrett Wilson. Well, you better start cramming, dude. Start cramming. There's no better place. We're always on. I'm always on, dude. A little bit of time left in this stream, guys. We hit 4.5 hours tonight. Again, that's 121 hours in July, and that was including a day I had to go. I went to a concert, couldn't stream at night. I did an hour stream during the day. I didn't miss a day, but usually it's at least 3. But we hit 4 hours a night, literally 4 hours a night. Did not miss a night in July. Shout out to all you guys hanging out with me a lot of these nights. A lot of the volume of the streams. You guys are the shits. The shits. Here's Helen Hunt. She wants to say hello to you guys. Here's a POS. Oh, wow, that's a weirdo. Hey, what's up? I also want to give one more shout out to the fanatics out there, all the people that are funding this operation, keeping this show going as strong as it's been going, as much time as I can put into the show. I'm never going to stop grinding for you guys. I'm also on Grindr. Try to find me. It's fun. I'm wearing a mask. You can tell my body type, though. I'm also chugging a beer in my profile picture. So, that's easy to find. But you see all you guys. GM, you're in there. GT, you're in there. You see Fantasy Dog in there. You see Hetzer in there. All the guys that we know and love. Appreciate all you guys supporting. Again, if you're interested in supporting, even ask the chat. What do I do? Should I do it? How does it work? They'll help you out. Links in the description for the Patreon, or go to Patreon go to the website as well. Either Patreon and search Professional Fanatics, or go to the website professionalfanatics.com. We'll fill you in on that. It's $5 to join the Discord and the community, and it goes up from there with a lot of perks. Depending on what you want to do. If you want to play leagues with us, you want to come on the show with us, a lot of good stuff there. Appreciate you, Fantasy Dog. You are awesome. That's right. I said it. Deal with it. Building my head up. I'm going to turn into Barry Bonds here shortly with all these nice comments. I'm going to be a fucking, or Romeo Dubs. Also a lollipop. Tajay Spears. Those lollipop helmets, which are very funny to see. Very funny to see. See if we got one more tune to pop on here. before. Let's just go back to the original one I had on. Hatcher might make a move here. We need a tight end. It's going to be a bum. Hopefully one of these three fall back. I'll be really happy with this team. Not a bad team. Again, guys, after this, if you're in the community, post your team. We're not going to do draft grades here. I got to take my dogs out, eat a little snack because I'm fucking hungry. And I'll check it out later. We'll talk about the teams. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of guys in there talking about them as well. So, as always, you know the drill. Appreciate everybody. We have a couple more draft picks here. I'm going to stick around. That is very accurate. Hey, man, I'm still of the belief that Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player of all time. Yes, he cheated. Everyone else who's playing has cheated. Bonds was a Hall of Famer pre-steroids. I mean, 500 steals I think he had. He was almost at 500 home runs before the steroids. So many gold gloves, and he just solidified it. And I get it. Old school people aren't going to agree with that. Babe Ruth, the other option, right? Willie Mays, there's a lot of good options, but Bonds was playing against a bunch of cheaters and dominated those cheaters. So definitely a top 5 player, right? Guy had a year with a 600 on base percentage. Career is like almost, 450, dude? Unreal stuff. Oh, I need Freiermuth to fall back. If Freiermuth falls back, this is looking really good. And we'll just take a 6 receiver to end it. We got Pat Freiermuth. And we'll end it with Geno, Daniel Jones. There's no correlation I can have with Daniel Jones. I already have 2 with Jordan Love. So let's just take a shot on Keon Coleman, I think. What's our buy situation at receiver? 11-11. We can't take another one. Let's take Keon Coleman. I think I have too much Keon Coleman in my life, though. Fantasy Dog knows ball, including baseball. He knows sports. He knows life. What a dude Fantasy Dog is. Appreciate you, man. Been supporting me, been coming on. Kind words, good comments. You the man, bro. You the man. My team's kind of weird, too. 3-5-7-3 build. Our 7 is Keon Cole. Our 6 is Rashid Shaheed. 5 is Matthew Golden. 4 is Sutton. It's pretty balanced, man. The Corgi is a single entry, Derek. Single entry. I already did mine. I did mine on a slow draft because I like entering slow drafts because I'm a D-gen. I like to have a bunch loaded up and ready. Keenan to the Colts does make a lot of sense. I only have 7. That'd be my 7th receiver. If he didn't sign there or didn't sign at all, I would not be comfortable with this team with just 6, right? I don't think I'd be comfortable with this team with 6. It would maybe be enough. Give me Keon Coleman, 6 touchdown upside, you know. I feel like I could have gone aggressive there with Keenan for sure. That is Barry Bonds, my dude. And you know what the wildest stat about that is, Fancy Dog? Jeff Kent, I believe either that year or the year before, won MVP. Jeff Kent was behind him. So they intentionally walked Barry Bonds with the bases loaded to pitch to an MVP. Now, Jeff Kent was nowhere near Barry Bonds, but you get what I'm saying. It wasn't like it was like Ryan Theriot behind him or some like slap-hitting dude. Like, this was Jeff Kent in his prime. That's the wildest part of the intentionally walk thing, right? It wasn't like he was in a really terrible lineup. Jeff Kent had a lot of RBIs, probably because Bonds was on the base all the time. But I'm pretty sure that was Jeff Kent behind him. Well, since Hetzer is here, I'm going to give Hetzer a quick look through on his team. We don't have to look at my team real quick. You know what? Fuck it. Let's give Fantasy Dog a grade as well. He doesn't always draft with us. You know what? What's another 10 minutes? Let's do it. Fantasy Dog, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bijan, RJ Harvey, Chris Rodriguez, Tank Bigsby, Sean Tucker, Emmett Johnson, and Marshawn Lloyd. He's going with essentially a hero running back build with a lot of these guys. Pickens, Olave, Smith, Diggs, Boston, Debo Williams with Loveland and Fannin. That works out really nicely. I love this team, man. I dig this team. He He might be one heavy at running back, but outside of Bijan, you have a bunch of guys, high upside guys. But the wide receiver room didn't seem to suffer too much. The top 3 are set it and forget it guys most weeks. Diggs, when he lands in Washington, which I project this week, he'll probably start being drafted around pick 100. And then Boston, Debo, Williams. This team is pretty solid, man. I don't draft the running back room like that typically. I'm going to go B to B+. The stacks are good. The quarterbacks are good. This is a tournament team right here, man. I got to give you a shout out. And let's end it with Hetter's team. I can give Spurs a grade too. Again, I usually like to save these grades for just I got to give the community members as much extra stuff as I can for hooking me up, and there's Fancy Dog dropping a $3. Appreciate you, dude. A super sticker. You're the man, Fancy Dog. Good team. Let's see how it stacks up against Hetter's squad. Matt Stafford, CJ Stroud, and Aaron Rodgers as his 3. You were right in between there with Stafford and Stroud. The value you got on Rodgers is crazy. That's fair. I definitely would have done the same thing. Cam Scott, Jalen Warren, Stevenson, Blake Corman, Braylon Allen. I like the Braylon Allen pick is your 5. Puka, Nico, Luther Burden, Romeo Dubs, Shakir, Naylor, Tesla, Jalen Knoll, with Brock Bowers and Dalton Schultz. I almost want to call this a wash. I like both teams. Your running back room is a little concerning, but I'm a big Blake Corum guy. He could pop even without an injury where he's getting drafted. Stevenson and Warren are such nice floor plays, to follow up Scatabo, who has definitely some risk in terms of missing games, coming back from that injury. It's a good team, man. It's correlated. No rushing upside with the quarterbacks, unfortunately, but you got the correlation. Luther Burden was a nice value. Nico Collins there too. Yeah, Brock Bowers, definitely some stacks. All around, pretty solid team. Let's go to Anthony's. Anthony, are you in here? If you're in here, I will grade your team. If not, that's it. We'll get Sean. If Sean's in here still, we'll give Sean a little grade. I think this is our Sean. Dak, Baker, Brissett, McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, and Adam Randall. DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Michael Pittman, Trey Tucker, Jennings, Branch, and Hurst. I do. I'm giving that a B to B+. It's kind of same as I gave Fancy Dog. Definitely a good team. Makes a lot of sense. Good ADP value. And the stacks are nice. A lot of good value in your team. Kittle and Ferguson. This is Sean's team. I like the running back room a lot. Everything's good about this team. Who is the only outfielder to have an unassisted triple play? Yeah, I got you, Anthony. Give me a second. Only outfielder to have an unassisted triple play. Damn, bro. I should know this. I was a huge baseball fan for 20 years, dude. And I know it's something in the past too. Andy Van Slyke. Okay, that's a bar trivia question that not many people are gonna get. Dig this team from Sean. This is a little lower than the other ones. I'm gonna go C+ to B- for Sean. I could look into it more and maybe grade it harder. Let's go to Anthony's team. He's been waiting. Josh Allen, Shador, and Deshaun Watson. This makes a lot of sense, man. This is essentially, with the capital you put in, essentially going only one quarterback with Josh Allen. But at least you're going to have the guy and you're insulated from injuries. Gibbs, Swift, Judkins, Algier, Sampson, Ray Davis. Love Ray Davis this year in this tournament, especially with Josh Allen. Nice way to backstack him too, because he is a pass catcher if he got the opportunity to actually take over 60% of the backfield if Cook got hurt. Lemon, Metcalf, Worthy, Wilson, Pearsall, Concepcion, Jalen McMillan, Trey McBride, and Chick Okonkwo. So this is interesting with Ricky Pearsall. He's been going a lot later in these drafts, but if he doesn't miss time, this wide receiver room would be really nice. If he's out for the year, there's going to have some issues, but I do like Wilson and Worthy there. Guys, I definitely love Worthy this year, especially in best ball. Concepcion and McMillan. There's no this wide receiver room didn't bottom out at all, right? There's no real drop off. It's a bunch of solid 3s and 4s. After Lemon and DK, I'm not really a Lemon guy, but this team makes a lot of sense. It's aggressive. The running back room is really nice. I guess you could say you could have passed on. I think it would have been fine without Algier. If you just went Gibbs, Swift, Judkins, Sampson, Ray Davis, probably would have liked one more wide receiver. Tight room's really good. For your aggressive nature, I could see this. I could grade this team an A- or a C-, depending on how you look at it. But the aggressiveness, I dig, man. So we're gonna go solid B on this team. It's all contingent on Ricky Pearsall right? It's Ricky. If Ricky Pearsall is out for the year, this has to be a C-. If Ricky Pearsall is like ready to go week 1, which the concern is, what are you getting from Ricky Pearsall? Probably be a little, inhibited all year. But this is up to an A- if Ricky Pearsall plays, because you're getting value, right? And this is a one-day tournament where, I'm going to give you a solid B, just with a lot of range of outcomes on this squad. Yeah, Pearsall has been going a lot later, but if you want to shoot your shot on Pearsall, like, this is how you could win a tournament. It's this small little gap of, if I was to do a best ball mania, I would definitely take Ricky Pearsall right now, because if the news comes out tomorrow, there's no surgery and week 1 is in question, but, PUP is probably not happening. Now we're in business, and you're going to have a lot of guys taking Ricky. His ADP was 96 before the injury. That's an edge, giant edge. All right. Any last comments? Get them in, guys. We went almost 5 hours. Almost 5 hours tonight, which is nothing new around here. I like that. You had a plan. You know what? It's nice to experiment. That's why we love best ball. Experimentation in life is also very important. I want to quote Tom Green from Road Trip, where he's like, we're experimenting. This is fun. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Just don't experiment with multiple kickers.
Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh.
FE117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues. Over.
Negative control. I am heterosexual. Over.
All right, gentlemen, tomorrow night, I think we're going to set up, like I said, we're going to set up a sleeper draft just for community members to start, and then we'll probably hop over to Underdog. 10 or 12 teams. We'll see how many people want to do it. 10:30 p.m. Central. Look for that in the Discord. If you want to draft $10 league, we'll do it on League Safe. And I think Dakota's going to set that up for me, so I don't have to put the legwork in. But that would be a great time. I love drafting. I don't draft kickers. I stream kickers. So I usually, if I do a draft a week before the season, I leave that spot in a home league unfilled. You should do that with defense and kicker if you're going to stream them. Take high upside running back handcuffs. Shit happens. Remember the year where, who was it? Gus Edwards and Dobbins got hurt like 2 days before the season. Things like that happen. Let's take our Adam Randalls. Let's take guys like that instead of a kicker and defense, unless you get value on it. That's always how I play. So, yeah, tomorrow's sleeper. We'll do an Underdog draft after that. It won't be a long stream tomorrow. I do have family. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law coming over for like kind of partying and drinking and celebrating her birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday. I'm not going to miss a night. They're going to understand. This is my thing right now. Want to hang out with you guys as well. So, yeah, if you're interested in the sleeper draft or any of the community drafts, guys, hop in the community. Anthony, consider it. I would love for you to consider it. Some of you other guys, why not? Support your boy. Get in the community. We are about to blow up, I hope, and we are just building steam, and all the guys in here appreciate every single night. Thank you for the supers. Thank you, Fantasy Dog. Everyone else, Hetzer, you're the man. Love you guys, and we will talk to you tomorrow night. I'll talk to you guys in the Discord maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. That's it. 5 hours tonight. We hit 121 hours, maybe 122 hours in July live, boys. That's awesome. That's impressive. You guys hung out with me. Awesome. So we'll talk to you soon. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We'll see you soon.